All right. Well, welcome everybody to. I don't think we have a title yet, so we'll just call
Nope.
it Campaign 2, Episode 1.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start with the intro, and then we'll just have everybody coming in, introducing themselves and their characters as appropriate. So we'll just go ahead and start from there. I originally tried recording this with some music, so bear with me. It did not work. Nestled in the western folds of the Kesselwald Forest, on a bone-chilling fall evening, our story begins. Winds howl and whip north to the south along the treetops of a dense evergreen forest of the Kesselwald, slinging rain in sheets across the tiny respite village of Kalt. Thatched roofs shudder at times as occasional crashes of lightning and thunder appear in the northwest, closer to the infamous capital city of Westamar. Handfuls of oil lanterns struggle to stay hung as gusts of wind swing them to and fro on their hooks. The compacted dirt roads are slick and rutted from the occasional carriage brave enough to continue on these abysmal conditions. A few single-story farmstead homes line the road. At random intervals, the occasional property appears occupied, while others are crumbled, boarded, or outright abandoned. Kalt is no more a town at this point than a pigeon is a bird of prey. But at its center, a two-story tavern appears to hum with noticeable life. This outskirts watering hole is short in width, but extends back off into the road, away from the road, towards the edge of the forest. A limp and rotted sign hangs at its door on a single rusted chain to one side. The painted letters and emblem of a probably once provocative young woman in blue robes can now barely be glimpsed at any distance. Upon closer inspection, it reads, "The Saucy Sorceress." As the locals and residents of Landhelm, Geldstadt, and Freimarkt know, Kalt is the last resting stop for those endeavoring onwards. These days, only a seldom few venture along the Champion's Way, unless for dangerous pursuits, desires to fade from obscurity, treasure hunting, or simply those with a death wish. At its end lies Emberwood Village, and of course, Drakkenheim. Over 15 years prior, a once-in-a-lifetime event transpired in the Gothic metropolis. Drakkenheim, once the center of trade, the arts, and of course the royal capital of Westamar, now lies in ruins. On that fateful evening, a cosmic anomaly cascaded like eldritch fire upon the city and its people. An extraterrestrial body and its fragments rained down upon the region, sowing immediate chaos upon the realm, the wake of which would be felt across all the continent and its kingdoms. In the years to follow, with no sign of the von Kessels, royal line of Westamar, the monarchy found itself plunged into the throes of civil war, as lesser claimants to the throne vied for control over the crumbling remains of the city. Over 10 years, the war fizzled out with no victor, and still no rightful heir apparent to claim the throne. In that time, grotesque abominations and monstrous entities took hold inside the walls of the city, killing and driving out nearly every person remaining in its walls. In addition, remains of the falling star brought with it an even stranger substance. In the time since the catastrophe, the Amethyst Academy has dubbed this strange otherworldly material as delirium. It is a crystalline mineral, exponentially charged with arcane power, but foolish to handle by any creature without proper tools and expertise. Along with mass quantities of the valuable delirium, a fog-light sheet now blankets the city and surrounding areas to various degrees. This haze, as it is widely known, varies in concentration from mildly toxic to nearly instantly fatal. Just to remind everyone, the haze inhibits anyone from taking a long rest while in the haze. You can take a short rest, but you cannot benefit from a long rest while in the haze. And if you remain in the haze for any extended period of time, given its density, you'll acquire levels of contamination.
Right. Okay.
So, and just to remind everyone, contamination functions similarly to exhaustion. It can be removed, but it's replaced with levels of exhaustion. Just like if you were to walk into a radioactive area. Sometimes there are fates worse than death, as those who have been known to succumb to the contaminated effects of the delirium or the haze undergo horrific transformations and lose all attachment to their humanity. And again, just to touch on that contamination, it has 6 different levels with varying effects. Level 6 is essentially death, and you'll be transformed in some way into a monstrosity.
Sick.
Sweet.
Inside the water-soaked oak doors of the Saucy Sorceress, a smoldering circle pit cooker trails smoke upwards over skewered game meats. A small handful of patrons all sit at either a handful of communal tables or along the L-shaped bar that extends right as you enter and hooks back towards the kitchen. A troop of goblins skitter and scurry about with mugs of Caspian ale and plates of food, hopping in and out from behind the bar, attended by a stocky man built like a boulder and arms as thick as a lesser man's torso. Across from the bar sits a sleeping ogre, blocking the path to the building's upper level. Even over the loud clatter of the kitchen and the cooking pit, their snoring echoes on that side of the tavern. But as you move away from their huge hulking form, the clatter and howl of the storm outside drown it out quickly. Although the place has clearly seen better times, as much of cults in the regions adjacent to Drakenheim have, it is a warm and dry location. It appears to also accommodate at least the basic needs of food, water, and beverages to make one forget about the state of the people of northern Westamar. At a table, a pair of figures exchange small talk, clearly having united after sharing some time together in their previous years. The first is a tall fellow with an air of Caspian wilds, both in appearance and their strong scent. Across from them, an even larger individual, but more properly garbed in leathers. Vale, would you like to introduce your character first, followed by Babies?
My name is Scrawlneck. That's it. That's all you gotta know.
Would you like
Scrawlneck?
Go ahead.
I'm a barbarian. I was raised in the mountains and the forests. I was a half-orc, ditched by my family as a baby, and was pretty much raised by the animals, and is very dumb. Scrawlneck is not very smart, but he's strong. Scrawlneck dumb, but Scrawlneck strong.
So essentially,
okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So essentially, the two individuals we are talking about right now are. If you guys pull up the map, I think I gave you guys a look at where we're at right now.
Oh, sweet.
For me, it just shows the cover.
It just changed for me.
Okay.
Yeah, you might need to refresh.
Oh,
I see, like in the middle, there's
there
a
it
big.
goes.
Looks
Yep.
like. Okay.
Oh, this looks vaguely familiar.
So I am Giorgio. I am a Goliath Fighter and an investigator by trade. I was found by Scrawlneck when I was younger on the side of a river, nearly dead. And we have worked together for some time as mercenaries. So I'm familiar and acquainted with Scrawlneck, who is very dumb, and so I have been
Sneak that in. He's real dumb, by the way.
Yeah, and so I have been doing
Ain't
double
wrong.
time thinking for both of us as an investigator and kind of over planning on a lot of things.
He tells me go fight, I go fight.
That's right.
I like it.
Life, and so,
Swing axe there.
so I don't leave him alone. But
Scrawlneck. That's me.
All right. Well, moving on. Stepping away from the pair, the entry doors swing open, and a number of other folks saunter in from the driving rains. Some are locals in need of a drink and food that isn't sick or dying like much of the farmlands here in Kalt. Among them, a man equal in measure or more, seeming to share similar ancestry to Georgio. Covered by soaking wet cloak, sits at the bar. Balsamic, would you like to introduce yourself? And I will add you to the map. Hello?
muted. You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, am I muted?
No.
Hey, thanks, guys.
The lore! We
Santa
missed
Claus.
all the lore!
Oh no!
I'm not
My
repeating
immersion!
myself.
It was a nice rehearsal, but let's hear it for real.
I'm not repeating
Shit.
myself.
Damn.
Shit!
Yeah, so name is Cedric Donovan, stand quite tall, just like Georgio's, 7'7" ish, and about 300 pounds, completely bald, but carrying a shield that has a holy symbol on it. That's pretty much the gist of it. Background's a little bit, I guess, a little bit foggy, and not well known to most other people.
Okay. All right. And at the back of the pack of new patrons, a rather unique individual steps out of the pouring rains. The water slicking off of them instead of soaking into cloth, leather, hair, or flesh. As they remove their cloak, a few mild jets of steam issue from the gap between the shoulder blades and the leg joints. They sit swiftly at one of the entry tables, seemingly a bit waterlogged in a few places. Shiny, would you like to introduce your character?
No, I wouldn't actually. Thank you for asking.
Get off my table.
So I'm just gonna, because it's gonna be easier for me to be off there. So I play a Warforged Artificer named Tim. The short version with me is that I was a sorry, real quick. Gnome. I was a gnomish artificer, and basically I screwed around too much, and the academy I was working with basically said, you know, you shouldn't have done all that. So basically I would have died, but they said, well, a mind is a terrible thing to waste, so let's just scoop you up and let's just put you in this robot and then be on your way. And I basically was banished from the academy.
Mm-hmm.
So I am basically stuck in a fucking robot body on the quest for ever-loving magical power and knowledge.
Excellent. Excellent. So moving forward, I'm just going to refer to you, everyone, as your character names. Is that cool?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just so it's easier for everybody to understand as we move forward. And with that, I'm going to ask for the first ability check or skill check of the campaign.
Okay.
Following along with what you had said, Tim, why don't you go ahead and give me a history check, please?
Okie dokies. One history check coming right up.
In fact, do so with advantage because of your background.
Okay. 21.
Nice.
Hey. So, to kind of piggyback off of what Tim or Shiny was saying about his character Tim, you remember as you sit down, getting out of the rain, as the steam kind of billows off of you beside the cooking pits. You remember more details as to why you were banned from the Amethyst Academy as a former mage of the Amethyst Academy. The specific reason was you violated a contract in Westamar, in the continent, known as the Edicts of Lumen.
I'm sorry, this is just for him, or?
It's just, yes, just for him.
Okay.
But everyone...
Disregard what you're hearing.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I don't know.
The average commoner would know of the Edicts of Lumen, but I'm just kind of sharing some lore, given the opportunity. I won't go into great detail until it's necessary, but given that role, you remember specifically that you had violated... Let me pull it up.
Oh yeah, I could probably pull it up too. I have it on here.
There are several different sections of the Edicts of Lumen, or edicts, if you will, segments of the document. The one that you had violated was the Articles of Malediction.
My favorite.
Which disallows Academy members and mage-born individuals from summoning demons or attempting extraplanar travel that would dangerously expose the rest of the world. Basically, for the common folk, the Edicts of Lumen is kind of along the same vein as our balance of power, our constitution, if you will, if you needed a real-world kind of example. It's a separation of power between the nobility, the church, and the Amethyst Academy, or the mage-born of the world. D&D, basically, mechanically, wizards study magic and can learn magic through study. In Westamar, in this particular universe, if you will, mages are not able to learn without having some level of magic that they are born with. And you'll hear the term mage-born in this universe. So that essentially wizards, sorcerers, artificers, warlocks have some level of magic at birth. But with that said,
I do have a quick question for you. So I know we talked about it before, but I can't remember. So it's just the being mageborn just gives you the ability to do magic. It's not any proclivity towards any sort of style of magic or certain spells or anything like that, right? It's just
no, mechanically it doesn't change.
Can you do magic, yes or no? And then if yes, magic functions the way that we expect it to in a D&D setting.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, just making sure. Thank you.
Essentially, it's your higher level magic casters, your ones that at some point can cast 9th level spells.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember saying that now.
Your full-blooded casters.
Yeah. Okay.
There are lesser forms of magic that common folk can learn, and in various races, but we're talking about like full-blooded caster mechanically.
Yeah.
With that being said, what would you like to do?
Ooh, me?
Anyone. You're sitting in the Saucy Sorceress, out of the rain, about 50 to 60 miles southeast of Drakenheim, in the town of Kalt. As I said earlier, when we were discussing, people don't come to Drakenheim on a whim. People come to Drakenheim with a very good reason, because it is a dangerous place.
Just observing the rest of the bar, are there any other characters around that would kind of be noteworthy?
You can give me a perception check.
Let's see. 10.
10? Besides the large ogre in the corner that is extremely obvious, there's an individual sitting to your left. Hold that up so everybody else can see. So this individual over here to your left, he seems to be drinking pretty heavily and scrambling through some papers on the bar top. Also, he has an abacus beside him that he's flipping through rampantly as he seems flustered and annoyed. I would say more so annoyed than and angry at his current situation. Keeps flipping back and forth and looking at a map of Westamar, which I will pull up, that you, out of the corner of your eye, are able to see, and I'll pull that up for everybody to see. Let me know when you guys are able to see everything.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
You got it.
Good.
So,
Yep.
just general knowledge, you would know you guys are approximately right here. Just to the western edge of the center of the Kesselwald Forest. In Drakenheim, the former capital, the former ruined capital of Westamar, is just to your, I guess, northwest, I should say. Almost due north from where you are now.
So are we in a specific town right now, or
Yes, you're in a small, I guess, hamlet, town. The
north
ye
of
olde.
Landheim?
Yeah, you're not quite in Landheim. You're about halfway in between Landhelm and Drakenheim.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So you're right here on that little marker just to the left of where the Cave of Kesselwald is.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Cool.
Let's return back to the bar. Oop. Let's back to the bar. All right. But you notice out of the corner of your eye, he seems frustrated. And in between his heavy drinks, God damn it. God damn adventurers. Man, I'm supposed to be here by now. I ain't got a lot of time left. I gotta get to Emberwood Village. And as he's saying this, the bartender walks over to him. Ellen, would you like another drink? Yeah, I'm gonna need another one tonight. Just wish those assholes had shown up on time. I ain't got all day. What is everybody else doing while this is going on?
Is he talking loud enough that everyone can hear?
I wouldn't say loud enough. Go ahead. You can give me a perception check to see if you hear him as well.
It's gonna be very low. Perception 5, a 9.
A 9?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay. What's your passive perception? We'll just take that.
Passive perception is 14.
14? Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take the 14. Yeah,
Okay.
you
Is that enough that I could hear him?
Yeah, you would hear just general frustration with your passive perception.
Okay.
You would hear, he's talking about, he's on a time frame. He's you would have heard his name Aaron because the bartender, yeah, you would hear his name Aaron. And you would see, him flipping back and forth through the abacus, looking back at the map, and him taking big swigs of his Caspian ale out of a mug. Is anybody else doing anything in particular?
I'm just drinking and enjoying my meal. Like a crazy barbarian. I'm just like, it's not
Can I ask the bartender if I'll do it in my voice or anything like that, but kind of like I interact with the bartender, see if he has mineral oil for me.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. You should have control of your character. Let me know. You should be able to move it around. If you can't,
Okay,
let me know. You're yeah, you're in the top right. You should be able to move your character around.
No,
I can't move mine.
Okay. Yeah, I might need to work on that. Still learning Roll20.
Yeah.
All good. Real
did-
quick while you're figuring it out, balsamic. I was testing hot sauce. That's why I drank milk before. I wanted to tell you for my thing for the next week. That's all that was.
What hot sauce?
I'll tell you. I posted them in Discord. I'll tell you later. I don't want to get too distracted here.
All right, cool.
So you wanted to approach the bartender?
Yeah.
Okay. Say right about there.
That works. Yeah.
Okay. As you're passing through, this little goblin's scurrying over to this table and nearly bumps into you. Out of the way! Out of the way! I got shit to do. Move! As he scurries over to put a plate of food and a couple mugs on the table. As he's doing this, you hear Gustav go, "Ernie, do not bump into the patrons. They are paying. You are freeloader." But did you want to speak with Gustav?
Yeah, I like to speak with Gustav.
Hello, my metal friend. How are you this evening? What can I do for you? What do you like to drink?
Evening, sir. I would like to partake in your finest mineral oil if you happen to have a quart available.
Mineral oil. I don't know. Let me see.
I told you I was gonna make this good for you guys.
That's good. I wasn't expecting that.
It's only gonna go up from here.
He takes a couple steps to his left and looks back into the kitchen. Danny, damn it! Do we have any oil? No, not the cooking oil. Mineral, the good stuff. The slick stuff, clean. He turns around after receiving a quick reply from the goblin in the back of the kitchen. Like, is vegetable oil okay? That's all we have right now. This is northern Westermar. Supplies are scarce.
If that's all you have, that's all I will take. Unfortunately, with the weather, it sometimes messes with my gears, so I have to keep oil. So I'll take vegetable oil if that's all you have. Thank you, sir.
All right. Never been asked for mug of vegetable oil, but all right. If you don't mind, it smells a little like potato. He runs back and grabs a mug, and you notice one of the goblins comes scurrying up and grabs what looks like a questionable container of slightly used vegetable oil and pours it into the mug for you. 1 silver. As the goblin returns, looking a little confused at this automaton man asking to consume vegetable oil.
Thank you, Barkeep. I appreciate your transactional efficiency in this matter.
As you're doing this, Aaron looks up, now having seen this whole transaction go down, and says, "Well, you don't see that now every day. Stranger, where you hail from?" Looking at you, Tim.
My previous whereabouts are unneeded to be known to you, sir. Do not address me unless I address you.
Give me an intimidation check.
Sure. 13.
I didn't mean nothing by it. I'm just curious. You don't see a metal man around these parts, much less ever. Just curious. My name's Aaron. I'm passing through from the free cities on my way up to Emberwood Village. I'm curious, stranger. You here as a mercenary? You here as a hand for hire? I might be looking for somebody to help me.
I do not fall into these categories that you say, but I will be willing to partake in such matters if the coin is efficient. I am known as a technological inventive mechanical maestro, aka Tim.
Oh. Right. What's your skill set, stranger? You a fighter? You one of them strange magic folk? I'm just curious. How are you with critters and possibly the local hoodlum? I need to get to Emberwood Village in a mighty hurry. If I have to go around the long way, I ain't gonna meet my schedule.
Well, I would not say I am a combat fighter, but I am well equipped in the magical arts, if that is what you are inquiring.
You don't say. You were one of them magic folk. Maybe with the academy, maybe? I've done some trading with them in the past. Young woman not too long ago had contracted with me to deliver some goods to her. Real strange folk they are. She was one of them, what do you call them, them horned critters. The ones with the tails, they look like devils. You just don't see many of them around here, but she was kind and she paid well. But anyway, enough chitter chatter. I'd like to hire you, but I mean, even if you were a big time, spell slinger and all that, one person ain't gonna cut it.
Would you like me to inquire other patrons here to assist you in this matter? I personally think I can handle it on my own, but if you do not think I have the stuff to deal with it, I will find assistance.
There's safety in numbers, friend. I don't know if you've ever been up in Drakenheim before. That place is mighty strange. And that's to say it lightly. I mean, it doesn't take much. If you go down, I'm out everything. Potentially my life. So yeah, if you can find some other would-be sellswords in this here bar, I'd be more than happy.
I will peruse the staff.
At sellswords, I think that would get my attention enough, and so I'll stand up and I'll tell Scrawlneck, you wait here. I'm gonna go talk to this fine gentleman over here, and I'll walk up and I'll walk up and say, hey, what is it that you need?
You're gonna walk up to Aaron.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to Aaron. And just say, you looking for extra people, extra mercenaries?
He's gonna look up to you. Obviously, he's
a
normal human. He probably is in the 5'8" to 5'10" range, looking up to you, who are just shy of 8 foot tall.
Right. Yeah.
Says, now there's a big one right there. Now we got something here. How are you in a fight, my friend?
I am quite proficient in the arts of fighting. So, if you need somebody as a bodyguard, this is exactly my skill set. Me and my buddy Scrawlneck, who you see over there, and I'll point at you.
Scrawlneck.
We're here for hire.
Very nice. Very nice. You ever been up that ways by Drakenheim before?
I have.
You got a general idea of the land. What
Enough.
What brings you this way, sir?
Just work. work like this.
Well, I'll say, got spell slinger, a big tall fella, and what looks like a possible Caspian, maybe. I mean, you're a strange lot, but I won't turn you down at this point. I'm in a hurry. Y'all got any? I mean, I got a handful of medical supplies. None of y'all are none of them healing folks, are you?
Not me. And I guarantee Scrawlneck isn't either.
I'll raise my turkey leg or chicken wing and go, grunt.
No, now that you mention it, he looks like he's taken a beating a few times. Quite a few times in the head, maybe.
Yes.
I'm gonna stand up. You're looking for someone that can maybe heal some wounds?
If you're offering, friend, it's always nice to have a little bit of medical supplies or somebody who's able to heal in a pinch. Are you offering your services as well? You heading up by ways to Emberwood Village in Drakenheim?
Oh, of course. I'm actually from up that way, and I asked to see his map real quick.
Sure thing. We're hold on. Technical difficulties. You guys should see the map again.
Yep.
And I just point and I say, well, I'm originally from, I'm not sure if it's going to ping on the map, but Tonsberg, and I just kind of put my finger up that way. Traveled through plenty of times.
Where are you saying you were from?
A little north of Drakenheim, Tonsberg.
Give me a deception check.
A deception check?
Yeah.
That's a 20.
Nice.
Goes, all right. Y'all seem to be very capable and from some fairly rough regions. I bet you're probably real good in a fight and can handle some critters around here. But anyway, if y'all are down to accompany me, there's been some issues around here. If I have to go up and a ways and, God forbid, through the Kesselwalt, it's going to take me quite a bit longer than what I can afford right now. I just don't have the supplies to make that kind of a journey. But we got to go as the crow flies up to the Champion's Way. I got a delivery to make. Tell you what. You see me safely to Drakenheim, you can all expect 50 gold apiece. That's what I was going to pay those dumbasses who never showed up. I was waiting on this scrawny, red-headed spell slinger and a kitty cat, backsy critter, and this none too bright-looking Caspian fella in some antique armor. But they never showed up.
Were they supposed to be in the area, or know where they were coming from?
They were supposed to meet me here. They were supposed to go around Drakenheim and meet me here and escort me back to Emberwood Village. But they never showed up. And as he's saying this, Gustav pipes in and goes, "Oh, you mean the kitty cat? The Tabaxi. Yeah. And her friends, they do show up a couple days before you did. Unfortunately, they make big mistake. They insult Cookie." And he turns and motions towards the ogre. "Nobody insult Cookie. Cookie is my daughter. You insult Cookie? Well, that's your own mistake." Who has the highest passive perception?
I passive perception.
14 for
Not
me.
me.
14?
14 as well, yeah.
You're also the closest, so that makes sense. You look over, and as the ogre is kind of rocking back and forth, you notice that despite not having a lot of hair on the top of their head, they do have longer hair coming out of the back with a little pink bow. This is a female ogre.
I do not see why anyone would insult your daughter named Cookie. She is quite the fine ogre specimen.
Damn straight she is.
It's gonna be funny every time.
Yes. I can tell you. Have you ever seen Tabaxi get thrown into a tree?
I have seen things your moral mind would not comprehend.
Well, red-headed sorcerer make big joke about Cookie's no hair on top of head. He get winged out of bar into base of tree, and Kitty Cat get grabbed and flung into top of tree. Perhaps that's why they did not stick around. But you seem like good folk. And you help Aaron. He good patron. He good man. You help him out? I give you discount on staying in cots upstairs. Otherwise, you'll likely have to find abandoned house near here to stay. That being said, what would you guys like to do from here?
Sounds great to me. Scrawlneck, I'm going to speak for you on this one and say that you're in too.
Scrawlneck.
I do have one inquiry. Gentleman healer, what is your knowledge in repairing mechanical beings such as myself?
Well, if you're if something's wrong, I can definitely mend a little bit. But I can't say I'm totally knowledgeable in mechanical entities of a whole lot of sorts. But I can, if a limb breaks, I could probably put it back together.
Acceptable response. Tim will accept these terms.
Thank you.
Well, if we're going to make it on time, and Aaron, pipes up again, we need to leave first thing at the light of dawn. Y'all are fitting to accompany me. The offer's on the table. 50 gold a pop.
You got yourself a deal.
And I'm sorry, where are you staying tonight, Aaron?
Oh, I'm staying up in the cots as well. I've been here many a time. It's one of my preferred resting stops on the way to Emberwood Village. But I'm actually from down a ways towards Illyria. And I pass through the free cities and do trade all the way through. But
what kind of trade exactly do you do? We're escorting you for what purpose? I'm sorry.
Well, ever since the Civil War, and I'm sure you noticed around here that this farmland ain't great.
Of course.
On the best of days. So there's not a lot of food to be grown around here. So I usually bring in reserved wares, but I'll take special orders from time to time from vendors up in Emberwood Village. This time around, I just happen to be carrying a large supply of cured meats and a couple oddities for a familiar patron up there. Y'all do a good job. I might put in a good word and see if he can't help y'all out.
That would be great. Thank you. I won't ask anything else about what exactly you're transporting.
You're welcome to make an insight check if you'd like.
would in fact like. 19.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
So he doesn't give a lot of information, but he is telling, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth about the majority of his goods are preserved foods. You can see from the documents that he has on the table that most of it is an inventory of, cured meats, some vegetables, things that can travel well, Caspian ales, things like that, some of which, he's delivered here to Gustav. But you do see one particular invoice sticking out of the back with a name of Aldor the Immense.
Would that ring a bell at all?
No, not likely, no. No, you wouldn't have been unless you had been specifically to Drakkenheim in the last 2 to 3 years, no.
Okay. I'll just keep the information to myself.
Well, Gustav, I'm turning in for the night. Give my regards to the staff, and always a pleasure. Enjoy the ales. Gustav turns to him and says, "Of course. We cannot get good beer around here. It is all gutter shite. And we're lucky if it doesn't kill us. We appreciate things that take our minds off the otherwise crappy situation." And anyway, Aaron will proceed to head upstairs.
Okay, hold on.
Would you guys like to do anything else, or are you looking to turn in for the evening?
I'm gonna finish my food and, get up and go join my comrade here, and sit down and enjoy my beer and say, "My name is Scrawlneck," and go to shake their hands. Two new friends here.
I put a napkin in my hand and go to wipe his as it's full of turkey meat.
Not wrong. It is.
If you want to stay for the night, there are spare cots upstairs. It is not the nicest hotel, but it is out of rain, and monster cannot get through door. Cookie would more than take care of them. If you want to stay, it is 5 silver apiece.
Fine with me.
Just grunt and nod my head.
I will pass. I do not require sleep.
Suit yourself. Scrawlneck, do you have any money right now?
No.
I'll pay for it.
Fair enough.
I have no money.
I should have.
Go
We
ahead.
I think we start with 10 gold. Is that right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Scrawlneck have no money because of things that you chose, or because you just don't have money? Can I have your starting gold?
No. If you remember our session 0, there's a reason why he doesn't have any gold.
Oh, okay.
I chose to have a second battle axe instead
That's
of
right.
gold.
I remember. That's right. He
That's
wanted
fair.
to go balls to the wall right off the bat.
I chose to have my second
I
battle
love the
axe.
concept of you handling his affairs, though.
Scrawlneck goes to grab for an empty satchel on his wallet, and all you find in there is a bit of turkey grease and a couple old chicken bones.
I just go,
That's great.
do you have, friend, money,
Who are you addressing?
buddy?
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's 5. You said it was 5 a night per person.
Yeah, 5 silver per person.
Okay. So for the two of it, it's 10 gold or 10 silver per.
Yeah, so 1 gold.
Okay. So 1 gold will cover both those. Perfect.
Yeah.
Got it. Great. Adjusting that. Perfect.
So is there anything else you guys would like to do, or are you going to turn in for the evening? It is approximately, I would say, a little after midnight at this point.
I'm good to hang it up.
I'm good. I have food. I'm good.
So Gustav escorts you upstairs. I don't have a map for it. We'll just theater the mind it. But there's a handful of cots up there. The attic runs about 2/3 of the length and breadth of the tavern below. Cookie steps out of the way and then proceeds to carefully squeeze up the narrower staircase, but brings you all comfortable wool blankets for the evening, as well as a shared water tankard of clean water. And Aaron is in one of the cots that's towards the corner. Upstairs, you guys do notice there's a large portrait of an overlook of Drakenheim from approximately, I don't believe there's a date on the photo, but you can roughly guess this would have been before the incident with the meteor and, of course, the Civil War to follow. So I will show that to you guys now.
Yeah.
And where did the meteor hit? Like, is it big enough that it just took out the whole city, or like, did it land in a certain zone? Is that anything that we have specifics on? I'm just curious.
Give me a history check with advantage.
Is this Attack on Titan? It looks like the fucking capital of that show.
See, can you see this? It's a 6. I don't know if
your camera's like auto-focusing, so it's
yeah.
kind of hard to see it.
Oh,
there you go.
13 plus. What's my history? History is +2, so 15.
15. You remember, because you were a former resident of Drakenheim at one point, that when the meteor fell, it hit the South Ward, which is essentially right about, let's see. Let me get on that picture. It would have been approximately right about there, and would have taken out.
You're still on the overlook. Is that supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to give you an approximate.
Where in the city it hit? The meteor hit.
There were multiple pieces of the meteor, but the main body of it
chunk of it's there.
Right, hit the South Ward, just inside the wall, because the city itself extends outside the wall. You would also remember from that history check that the city itself was a former bastion city that was built. It started with the castle itself, and then it kind of expanded from Castle Draken down out and expanded once the city walls were put in place. So basically, the path of the meteor came northwest to southeast.
Okay, so like across where that big pillar is.
Right.
Effectively. Okay, so that way.
Right. And both you and Tim would recognize that big pillar or tower. That is the former inscrutable tower of the Amethyst Academy, which is in the roughly the northwest corner of the inner city.
Would you call it the Inscrutable Tower?
Yes, it's referred to as the Academy Tower or the Inscrutable Tower.
This tower. Plenty of good memories there.
Would anyone else like to do anything, or are you guys ready to turn in for the evening?
Good.
Good.
Okay. So, you turn in for the evening. The cots are not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's dry. The heavy rains slam down on the thatched roof of the Saucy Sorceress Tavern. Early in the morning, Aaron is early to rise. Outside the tavern, it has stopped raining for the time being, but you notice the heavy amount of rain that this area has gotten over the last 2 to 3 days. The roads are heavily rutted from the handful of carriages that have come this way. Let me pull back up the map for y'all. Oops. So essentially, it may be slow going the first day until the roads have time to dry up. So Aaron's eager to get on the road so he can meet his trade deadline. You gentlemen ready to go? He calls from outside, kind of aiming his voice towards one of the upper windows of the tavern.
Were we all staying together in the same room, or were we
Yes.
in separate rooms? Or,
yeah, it's like
kind of like a communal house.
Yeah, it's like a communal hostel, if you will.
Okay.
I don't think I've got anything to do to get ready, so I think anything special, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Yep.
So, Aaron escorts you, or waits for you outside. He's got a single horse carriage with a covered wagon portion. In the back, he's got several bundles and barrels filled with casks of Caspian ale, cured meats, salted items, preserved foods of all varieties, but a couple locked chests as well. A couple more intricate looking items. A handful of tools bundled together, the occasional leathers, general goods that are previously in northern Westamar, and particularly Drakenheim, wouldn't be entirely unheard of at all, but have become far more scarce in this time, post Civil War, and of course the calamity of the meteor. So these weren't previously as high dollar of goods, but now he's able to make quite the profit by bringing these imported goods from Illyria and the Free Cities, as well as Caspia. So this seems to be the bread and butter of his career right now, is transferring goods to this particular area into Emberwood Village and the surrounding areas of northern Westamar.
And are we riding in the
Yes, he's got a little bit of room in the back of the carriage, and he's got room for one person up front with him. But It's up to you guys. Would you... It's going to take between a day and a half and 2 days to reach Emberwood Village, which is on the very southeast corner of Drakenheim. You can move quickly and risk, getting stuck or damaging the carriage, or you can choose to move a bit slower, but you'll get there deeper into nightfall.
That would be on the deeper in the nightfall on the second day.
On the second day, yes. Yeah, you'll definitely need to stop at some point to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you could keep moving forward through the whole thing, but you will definitely be exhausted by the time you get there.
I think the person for me, outside of the small rest that we would take to sleep overnight, I would say let's move pretty quick, just to get there, get our money, and move on to something else.
Okay. You guys leave without incident. You head up Champion's Way, which is the main roadway between Landhelm and Drakenheim, moving roughly north to south through the Kesselwald. Once you're able to get out of this particular area, the road begins to dry up. You have relatively good weather. It's a bit foggy in some areas. Just the sheer amount of greenery, evergreens, creates this kind of, fog and deep forest pocket of air that's very dense with oxygen. But as the sun begins to crest over center sky, it clears up a little bit. At this time, can I have everyone roll me a d6, please?
Ooh.
Okay.
5 for me.
5?
4.
Okay. 4?
4 as well.
3.
Okay. You guys travel the first day without incident. You're greeted by the occasional passerby, but it's a roughly lonesome travel. On the first day, you do pass by one slightly larger group. The individuals, as you crest the hill, Georgio, you would see them first, given your passive perception.
Okay.
There's a trio of individuals. The first looks to be a very humble-looking individual, with a kind of a roughly middle-aged beard, a little bit longer than mine. He's wearing what looks to be cleric-like robes, if you will. But certainly not of high rank of any kind. They just look to be wool or
they just look reminiscent of something a cleric would wear, not specifically cleric garments.
Right. They're very much robes. They go down and they're tied at the waist with a sash. And he is accompanied by a pair of individuals who are armed. They are in roughly similar clothing, but have a little bit of they have a couple leather shoulder pauldrons, and they're each carrying a one has a battle axe and the other has a couple short swords at their hip, and they are accompanying this individual. They're about I would say 60, 70, maybe 80 feet in front of you guys as you're coming up over a hill, cresting. You can't see past them because they're at the height of the elevation, but they are coming down towards you. What would you like to do?
I'll just point them out and just say, hey, a couple of tough-looking guys coming up ahead, but nothing else.
Are they just walking, or do they also have a carriage?
No, they're just walking. They don't. Give me a perception check.
18.
18? Okay. So they don't seem to be in any huge hurry. They do not have weapons drawn. They don't give the air of malice or ill intent. And because you are of clergy or clerical nature, you would recognize these as members of the church, kind of like a friar, if you will, like a small town preacher in the center, accompanied by what looks to be a pair of escorts. So, but they are not well-to-do clergy, if you will. They're not like high-standing members of any kind. Just to reiterate from our session 0, and also to explain to anyone watching, the predominant religion in Westamar, Illyria, and Caspia is the sacred flame. Not to say that there aren't other gods and deities in this world, but those are considered what's quote-unquote the old gods. But the overarching religion at current is that of the sacred flame. You'll often hear a greeting from various common folk of "the flame be with you," or may the light of the flame be with you. You would also know, Cedric, that this particular religion stems mainly from the region to the southwest, the country of Illyria, which is a theocracy, if you will.
And that's where Aaron is from. He's from Illyria, correct?
One of the suburbs of Illyria, yes.
Okay.
One of the various regions surrounding Illyria. You would recognize from his accent that he is of surrounding areas of Illyria. But with that high perception roll, you also notice that these individuals don't show the outward signs of like I said, high standing priests of the sacred flame. They look far more rustic. They are possibly from a different branch of that religious sect, or a different religious sect, if you will.
Okay. I'm just relaying general information. It
Okay.
looks to be some sort of religious figure of the sacred flame. But they don't seem too well in do as others might be.
In fact, I might actually have, let me see if I can share it with you guys. I do have some art of the individual in the middle.
The priestly man?
Yes, the friar, if you will, the hometown preacher boy. Let's see. There we go. So, as they approach closer and closer to you guys, first and foremost, would anybody else like to do anything as they approach? They're probably about 40 or 50 feet in front of you guys now, coming down the hill towards you, appearing to just be walking in the opposite direction on the other side of the road.
No. Not doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm good.
As we pass by, just greet them I think you said a common greeting that everybody would know would be the, may the light of the flame be with you. Throw that out there as you pass by, just to be polite.
The individual in the middle nods and greets to you. The flame be with you. As he does that, and he puts at first you didn't really notice it, because his robes were kind of flowing, and away from his chest. But as he presses his hand to greet you, you see a very, very subtle glow below his hand, just for a moment, as he lowers his hand. And at this point, I would say they're probably 10, 15 feet in front of you, just passing the other way.
And I see this specifically?
Yes, because you were looking at him as you greeted him, and he greeted you, and he put his hand over the center of his chest and said, "May the flame be with you as well."
Okay. I nudge Cedric and just ask if he saw that. Say, did you see that glow?
I saw them from afar. I don't think I was particularly paying attention to them.
Yeah, just weird thing when he pressed his hand to his chest. I saw something glow. I don't know what it was. I thought maybe you might know.
I wouldn't be familiar with it at all. Yeah, no, I don't have anything.
If you'd like to make a religion or history check, you're welcome to do so.
I rolled a 3.
You don't remember anything.
Womp womp.
Let Scrawlneck take this.
Yeah, as Giorgio would have seen just that subtle glimpse with his passive perception, but because you weren't specifically paying attention, you didn't notice it at all, and it just, just
doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, right over your head.
Zoom.
So the three men. Go ahead.
Sorry. Could I turn and kind of conceal from the 3 men and just say, did it look something like this? And I cast thaumaturgy to kind of create a never mind. I thought it was create flames. Continue on.
Okay. So at this point, they're right beside you on the road. They just continue onward. At this distance, you can see, they're in very modest clothing, as you can see from the photograph. They continue on. The 2 escorts, again, are in modest, but are armed as they escort this individual the opposite direction from whence you guys came. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you continue onward?
I'd like to just keep an eye on them until they're out of range of anything. I don't want to make sure that nothing. We are bodyguards right now, so.
Fair enough.
Just want to make sure that they don't do anything strange. But
I never had the picture pop up for me of the.
Yeah, sorry. Also, did not get that of the individual.
Okay, hold on. Let me try it one more time.
I didn't get the photo.
Should have shown it to you guys. Did anybody else not get it?
It's in Roll20. I didn't either. I checked Discord and then I got distracted by something else.
All right.
I forgot to ask.
Yeah, mine's just the map still.
Fuck.
Yep.
If it's in the handbook, you might have to do like.
No, this is one I
photos.
specifically created. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I just refreshed. It didn't show up, so.
Oh, I like how it says that actually you're refreshing. It has the little refreshing icon.
All right, I'll put it in the Discord.
It showed you that I was refreshing the page?
Yeah, there's like a little
it shows
refreshing icon on it. It's weird.
Right. showed up on, well, it's going to show up on mine because I pulled it up on stream.
I've got the stream up. I'll just switch over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to
Look
see
at
it,
it
you can
there.
do it that way. I'll put it in the Discord as well.
Okay. It's weird it didn't pop up.
It's not on stream either. If you, there we
Oh,
go. There it is.
You got it?
Yeah, I see it now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
In the Discord. I see.
I
it.
Oh, okay.
Discord.
Oh, it's because I didn't have the battle map one up. Sorry, I had the talking heads.
Nice.
I'll pull it up on stream. Sorry. There we go.
Okay.
I'm trying to watch. I'm trying to talk to you guys and focus on y'all, and then also run stream, and then
Navigate.
also,
Yeah.
I've got my instance
Yeah.
of Roll20, plus I have y'all's instance of Roll20 because I don't want to show certain things.
Oh yeah.
So I've got two instances of Roll20, plus I'm watching you guys, plus I'm watching chat. My brain's like, nah, dude, I'm fucking done.
Mhm.
But yeah. Anyway, that is the man you saw, and that was that subtle glow that you see below the chest is what you just briefly caught a glimpse of, Giorgio. But with that, if you guys don't have any other questions,
Did
Go ahead.
our buddy that hired us, did he like say anything about these guys walking by or like make any weird
no, he was
motions?
nope. He just kind of waved and wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
He was directing the horse, so
Yeah, okay, cool.
yeah, you see a few passersby here and there, but we were to run into some trouble. I would assume they're not going to go over after small prey if it's some big critter or but you do have the occasional bandit. So, and he looks kind of back at you guys, and as you're rolling down the road, he goes, "You said some of y'all been to Drakenheim before. Which one of y'all's been to Drakenheim?"
Raise my hand. I believe I told you at the back at the bar. I had passed through a couple times just from travels.
That's right. You ever hear some of the rumors coming in and out of the city recently?
Depends how recent. What rumors exactly?
Roll me a D100.
Oh shit. It can be anything.
It could be a 9.
9, okay.
It can definitely be a 9.
It could be anything. It could be a boat.
Give me 1 sec. I lost my.
It
went through
could be a
Jack.
boat.
I saw a
Oh,
boat.
where'd it go?
Shit,
You hear the
that's
rumors
funny.
about that boat?
good.
Shit. I lost my table. Fuck. Hold up 1 sec. Oh, okay. I found it. Okay. Well, have you been to Drakenheim? You had to heard of Slaughterstone Square, right?
Of course, yeah. What's going on exactly? What? Is it
Well-
a recent rumor?
No, not exactly. It just, I didn't know if you might have known, but Slaughterstone Square, well, I mean, as the name suggests, it used to be back when Drakenheim was a functioning, living, breathing city. It was it's where all them executions would be for city criminals, and there used to be this big old thing, kind of like your metal friend back there, but way bigger and way nastier. And I just didn't know if you had heard about anybody who had actually gone there recently and come back. Everybody I hear about that specifically says they're going to in that direction. I mean, Drakenheim, you got about a 50-50 shot on a good day going into any part of that there city. But I ain't ever heard of anybody coming back from Slaughterstone Square recently.
As a man of the cloth, I try not to really focus on death all that much. So.
And you guys, everybody in the cart would have overheard this, so did anybody else want to respond or react to?
Sure.
Anybody else want to say anything?
Death is just a normal process in life. There's always a beginning and there's an end. There's no need to fear death.
Well, that's true, but death ain't what I fear. Not with whatever the hell that thing was. And Georgio.
Yeah.
As you're all hearing this, give me a history check.
Let's see, this is going to be a 5 plus, I think my history is +3, so like an 8. Let me double check. 2, so a 7.
7?
Yeah.
You
Damn, I
don't
just
remember
noticed that container. That's awesome.
You don't remember much about what he's talking about from your childhood in Drakenheim, but you do remember roughly what they're referring to as far as Slaughterstone Square.
Yeah.
You're go ahead.
Can you describe the metal statue again? You said it was like a big statue, or you said it was like him, so it was like a moving like robot living thing, or was it just a big statue that looks like a metal man? Do I remember? Do I know?
You would remember that there was a moving creature of some kind. I wouldn't even say a creature. The reason he referenced Tim was you recall that there was a construct of sorts that was in Slaughterstone Square. You don't remember much about it, but you remember it was specific to Slaughterstone Square, and that your mother had told you not to go there when there was a scheduled execution.
Okay.
That it was dangerous.
Okay, and but that's the extent of what I would know.
Yep.
Okay.
Based on that roll.
Yeah.
I mean, and at this time he's just making small talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like, some of y'all, this is your first time to Drakenheim. Well, can't say, coming here is a good idea. Y'all must have some pretty important business to be here, I'm not one to pry, but I'm just curious. Like I said, people don't come to Drakenheim without a damn good reason. Care to share?
Not me.
I'm just kind of making my way back through, and I figured if there's a way to make some extra coin, it's never a bad thing.
That's fair.
We're going to this out of character. We're going to Emberwood Village, is where we're escorting him to, right?
Right. Which is that
close to, but not in Drakenheim.
Right. Let me get rid of picture. Yeah, Emberwood Village is right there on the southeast corner of Drakenheim.
Okay.
Like literally,
I'm just gonna say to him, I'm just gonna be like, Scrawlneck make money.
I can respect that. Ain't no fault in that, earning an honest wage. As long as you're not hurting, other people that don't deserve it.
Pockets empty. I buy axe.
That's a mighty fine axe. Hopefully we won't have to use it. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted to... Aaron's just... At this point, he's just making small talk to pass the time. Did y'all have any questions for him?
No, I'm good.
All right. Bunch of silent folk, but, you know, as long as you're good fighters. Some people just don't like talking. Me, I can't shut up. But anyway, everybody go ahead and roll me another d6, please.
Copy.
4.
4 as well.
3.
3.
All right. You guys move up Champion's Way towards Emberwood Village on the first day without incident. The road begins to dry up as the sun moves overhead. There's a light drizzle in the evening as you're setting up camp. At this point, you're map-wise, I would say you're probably right at or maybe a little over halfway to Emberwood Village between Cult, which was right there at that little just to the left of the K of Kesselvault. So I would say you're probably at this point that little speck right there just below that.
Dot?
Yeah, I would say you're right about there.
Are those dots on the map? Is that a character not anything? Are those like cities or is that like?
No, they're just, you know, one is Cult, the village of Cult. The next one is just an outcropping of rocks. They're just general landmarks.
Okay.
That's whoever drew up the map. So you guys were able to travel about 25 miles out of about the 50 that you're on your way towards Emberwood Village in Drakenheim. So you set up camp for the evening without incident. Was there anything you guys would like to do in the evening before continuing your journey in the morning?
I don't think so. I think I'm alright.
I think just getting to Emberwood Village, making some money, and then I think being closer to Drakenheim might find some interesting people, you know, or jobs. But
okay. All right. You guys camp out for the evening. There's a light drizzle through the evening, but you're able to get a reasonable night's sleep without incident. You begin traveling again early in the morning as Aaron is eager to make up as much time as possible. So he's really pushing this horse hard. He wants to get to Emberwood Village as quickly as he can, hopefully before the shops close up shop for the evening, if you will. At this point, I would say you're on the map. You're probably right at the bottom corner of the E of Emberwood Village. And as you're coming around, turning right around a fairly shallow bend, but enough to obscure your vision as the trees are extremely dense along the Kesselvault. Like, this is clearly a man-made path that's been used quite readily, or was used quite readily in years past. It at one point probably would have been a section of paved road, but because it's fallen under disrepair after the calamity of the meteor falling and then the Civil War, that this once was a paved road has probably just been covered over with dirt and not properly maintained.
It's been 15 years, right?
Right. But with that road underneath, these trees have not grown into this segment, but they've grown up right to it. And these are large evergreens, very large, even borderline redwood size in certain areas. So very thick on either side. As you're coming around this corner, there are some individuals standing. As you come around this corner of the tree line, you are about, I would say, 50 or 60 feet you're also gaining an elevation as you're coming around this corner. So you can't really see past the point you're about to see in a moment. So let me pull up that map.
Point of no return.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let me pull you guys up and let me get it up here so chat can see. Hey, the fog of war worked. Thank God.
Nice.
But you guys,
I can see the enemies.
can I get one of you to roll me? I only need one person to roll me a d6, please.
I'll go. Yeah.
Scrawlneck, go. Yes.
You guys can place yourselves anywhere as long as you're within 15 feet of the carriage.
Okay, I still don't have control of my dude.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to move you guys until I get this figured out. My apologies.
I was gonna say, oh, there we go. Okay, I just had to zoom out a little bit.
You said 15 feet of the carriage?
Yeah, so just anywhere within 15 feet of the carriage. So let me know where you want to be.
How do diagonals work?
You should be able to use the ruler.
Okay, yeah, that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Put me as far forward as I can in the middle.
From
I just
the
gotta
carriage.
refresh the page again.
From the carriage, as
Okay.
far as I can, 15 feet. Yeah.
So you would be able to get right about there. Does that work?
Yep.
Okay.
Big chillin'.
What about you, Giorgio?
Let's see. So if we're here 15 feet, I'll come on the other side of, right here.
Hell
Right
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Okay. And Tim?
You said 15 feet, so that's 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you can use the cursor. Yeah, you can mark where you'd like to be.
15 puts roughly here.
Yeah,
Can you
you
guys see?
Yeah, I can see where you're.
Yeah, I see that. You can put me here. That works.
Right here?
Yeah, that's fine. That should be good. Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool.
And Cedric?
I'm gonna place myself slightly in front of the actual horse of the carriage, maybe like
Right here?
like there, just so I can keep tabs on Aaron and make sure he's okay, and
Okay.
still be close enough to if something breaks out here.
Okay. As you guys are pulling forward, you notice that there's some individuals lying in the road. There are 4 in a somewhat, line across the road. And there's one that you can see just to the back, sitting on a rock. So 5 in total. They all have weapons drawn. Some have small crossbows, scimitars, short swords. And Aaron, seeing this as you guys climb off the horse or off the carriage and, off the seat, goes, they don't look like they're here to talk, boys. And as he says that, hold on one sec. Just as he says that, this individual in the center pipes up and shouts out to you guys, "Oi! That's far enough. What you got there? Something worth some coin? Where you headed? Maybe we could, maybe we and my boys could lighten your load. How's that sound?"
I'm going to respond if you guys don't mind taking the charge here.
You look like the kind of person that would, so by all means, please.
You are
grab-
a charisma character after all.
Straight charisma. That's it.
That's all I
other
have.
stats.
Wait, so okay, so who's
Me.
Dale or I'm sorry, Scrawlneck or Tim? Who's
Oh no. That's all
Scrawlneck.
Scrawlneck. That's
Scrawlneck,
Scrawlneck.
okay.
DL.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
take both of my axes. I'm gonna raise them in the air. And I'm gonna go Scrawlneck, take head. Then I'm gonna rage.
I like it. That's
All right.
awesome.
We just starting strong, and seeing you raise those weapons, all these individuals, get ready. They raise, either a crossbow or get ready with a sword. And I'm gonna have you guys roll for initiative.
Fuck yes.
Let's do it, baby.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
fucking
Wonderful.
1 + 3, 4. Oh, I'm going last.
No. You see, because I have a 1 + 1.
No way.
Oh, wow.
That's all right. Let's just get the ones out now. Get the ones out now.
I got a
Holy-
17.
All right, hold on one sec.
17. I'll figure that camera thing for next time.
All right, give me one sec.
I rolled a 15 + 2.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Two nat ones on initiative.
Cedric, what did you roll?
Christ, dude.
15 overall.
Tim, what was yours again?
It was a 4.
4. Okay. Georgio?
2.
2? Oh boy.
Yeah.
And Scrawlneck?
17.
All right.
Scrawlneck.
Scrawlneck.
Your battle cry's your name.
All right. So, with those initiative rolls, one
I'm
sec.
raging already.
All right. So, to start off, the leader of this little group just kind of turns to the 3 individuals on either side of him. He goes, "All right, boys. They look like they're ready to scrap. I was giving them a chance, but if that's how they want to do this, go ahead and lighten their load. We'll just leave them by the roadside when we're done." And these 3 individuals are going to move their movement. Let's see. Whoop. Towards you. All right. They can. Let's see here. These 2 are going to move their movement. Oop. Come on. There. Buddy's going to follow him. And this guy is going to hang back over here. And they are all going to take pot shots at you with a crossbow. So these 2 guys, since you are up front and we're the first to engage Scrawlneck, these 2 are going to take 2 shots at you.
Okay.
That is this guy, he goes to shoot his crossbow bolt and sees the axes and sees the rage and the intensity on your face, and he misses entirely. And just completely just gone. This guy, however, gets a 16 to hit. Does that...
Yep, it's me.
It's you? Okay.
Yep.
You did say you were raging, right?
Yep.
Okay. You take... he hits you for 6 damage, but I think that's piercing damage, so it may be halved because you're raging. I want to confirm that. I'm pretty sure it's you have piercing damage. Or is it just melee, or is it all damage?
Piercing.
But it's 6 raw damage.
Okay, you gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks.
You have resistance to bludgeoning. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Right.
Okay, so I have resistance to piercing. Okay.
So you would have that to 3.
Okay, so I take 3.
Yeah, you take when it's all said and done,
3
you
damage.
take 3 piercing damage. Yes.
Okay. Oop. Cool.
All right.
Done.
And then this one over here is going to take a pot shot at Georgio.
Mhm.
I'm guessing an 8 does not hit.
No.
Okay. Yeah, he's somewhat looking at you, somewhat looking at Georgio, but he just, again, not paying attention, just shoots off, hits a tree on the other side. All right. Next up would be Scrawlneck. You are first to bat, my friend. So where would you like to go?
I am bum rushing right up to this dude on the right side of the bush. Yep.
Okay.
Square right next to him.
To this guy, the first guy?
Yep. Yeah, to the right of him.
So right here?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to just start my attack.
As you do that, I need you to make me a perception check, please.
Okay. 14.
14? Okay.
Yep.
So, to your left, you notice a glint off the sun as it crests over this hill. And hold on. You notice there we go. You notice to your left there is another bandit in the tree. Now, since you noticed him, I'm going to give him disadvantage. He had a readied crossbow bolt.
Yep.
But at the same time, on the opposite side... Damn it. Hold up. Reveal, not conceal. There we go. There is another one, which you did not see. So I'm going to give him advantage to hit you.
Okay.
First one rolls with disadvantage. And he misses completely. You know, you see it, and right as, you know, he goes to pull the trigger, you notice it and just turns slightly, goes right over you and just sticks in the dirt.
Yep. Nice.
But the other guy is going to take a shot at you because as you were dodging him, you turned away from the other bandit in the tree. And he gets a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Dang.
Damn. And he hits you for 5 damage, which will be halved to 2.
2?
2 or 3? Is it rounded up or rounded? 3? Okay, 3.
3.
You take 3 more additional piercing damage from that ambush. But it is your turn now. That was their reaction.
I'm gonna, obviously my buddies haven't seen him, so I'm just gonna yell, "Enemy left, right."
Yeah, and at this point, you guys saw the crossbow bolt, so you know something else is in those trees. So
Okay. Now I'm gonna go hammy Sammy on this boy right in front of me.
okay, roll.
All right.
Roll to cut a dude's head off.
Yep. Here we go. What do I roll for my claw attacks? There we go. Okay, +6. Okay, cool.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you're rolling your claw attack, right?
my 2 claw attacks first. I'm gonna do that.
Well,
And then a
your
battle
claw
axe
attack, is
attack.
that a? Well, how does it describe? Is it a bonus action or is it an action to use your claws?
I get two attacks with the claws because I'm
Okay.
raging,
Right.
and then I get an offhand attack with my battle axe in the other hand because I get an offhand attack. So I get 3 attacks. Yep.
Well, you would get you don't have double attack. You don't have extra attack. You have your 1 action attack, and then you have your offhand bonus action attack.
Which is the 2 attacks from the rage because I'm raging. I
Do you
get 2 attacks
you
from
get 2
raging with the
actions?
claws. Well, it's
Is that
not
like a
considered
class benefit?
Right. I'm confused.
It's just from raging. Each of your hands transforms into a claw, which you
Okay.
can use as a weapon if it's empty.
Which your hands
Once
aren't
on each of
empty.
your turns, when you attack with a claw using the attack action, you make 1 additional claw attack as part of the same action.
Right, but your hands aren't empty right now. You have 2 axes.
One of them is.
Oh, one of them is. Okay. So you would
One
get
is empty. One has a battle axe.
Okay, so you would get
You-
1 claw strike because your 1 hand is empty.
So is it the way I think he's describing it is he gets the attack with the battle axe and a bonus claw attack from that one. and then
Right,
his
so
other
you would
hand,
get
he
2
can double
attacks.
Claw.
Yeah.
So he gets battle axe claw and then double claw, right?
Yeah, I
Is that
get
what
a
you're saying?
claw, a claw, and a battle axe swing.
So 3 total.
Okay, hold on one
So
second.
I attack once
Where's-
with the claw, then I get a bonus claw, and then I get battle axe
Let's look at it. Scrawlneck.
to be an offhand attack.
Right.
Each of your hinges for claw if it's empty. Once on each of your turns when you attack. So I'm reading this, and I think what it's saying is,
As long as I attack with a claw, I get a bonus claw attack.
what I think it's saying is, only your empty hands turn into claws,
Right.
and so if both hands are empty, you can use a second claw attack.
Right.
Okay, then I'll get three claw attacks then.
No, I think it's
You would
Oh.
get your 1 axe and then your 1 claw.
Okay, what if I don't have the axe and I get 3 claws?
2 claws.
2 claws, then an offhand attack, which would be my other claw.
Well, you had stated that you had your axes in hand, correct?
Yeah, that's why
That's why I was
confused the whole
asking.
time.
Yeah.
Because you said at the
It's a
beginning
free-
you were holding both.
It's a free action to put your claws away
Okay,
or your
fair.
battle axes away.
Okay. Roll me a d6 if cuz roll me a d6 on a 1 through 3. You get the claw attack offhand and then the 1 axe. On a 4, 5 or 6, I'll give you the 2 claws and the 1 axe. So 3 attacks.
What if I just don't have the battle axe? Then I can just
You're
do 2
putting
claws.
both of them. Yeah, if you're putting both your axes away, then yes. That's what I was confused. Are you because if you're using both, you limit yourself to 2. Is the way that I read that, the way it reads.
Okay. I thought it was as long as I had 1 empty hand, I could use that as my attack, claw, axe.
So I think the
So-
second claw comes in if your second hand is also claws, and is
Right.
which means it's empty.
Okay. Well, I'll just use triple claw then.
Okay.
Just go all in
Show me
triple
the claws.
Okay. First attack. 18.
18 to hit. Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay.
Roll-
Second
roll.
claw.
Well, go ahead and roll for damage on the first one.
Okay.
That's your damage.
This is my damage right here.
The
5
okay.
on the first one.
5 on the first one. So you claw down on this bandit, just tearing a big chunk of flesh off the center of his chest, down from like the side of the neck all the way down below the center of the ribs on the other side. And he just wails out in pain. You said the second one was 11 to hit?
Yep. Miss.
11 though. As he's doing that, he veers back, and the second claw comes down, and you just barely swipe down, and you make contact with the edge of the bow, but you don't make contact with the bandit.
Okay. Then offhand would be only a +2, right? It wouldn't be a +6.
Right.
Okay. So then offhand, let me do. Here, I'll just do a roll. Then I'll just -4 from it.
Okay.
Here, we'll just do this. So it's actually a 15 then.
15. Yes, a 15 hits.
Okay.
So roll for damage.
10 damage.
10. You come down with that final claw and just right from the nape of the neck on the other side, just right through this man, getting a hold of his spine, just swinging right through, just snapping the neck like a twig, and he goes down.
Sick.
All right.
Let's go.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
That's it.
Cedric, you would be up next.
Okay, so there's still. He attacked one. There's another guy right next to.
About 10.
Scrawlneck.
Yeah, about 10 foot away
Pretty
from
close.
Scrawlneck on his left. And then you have two dudes in the trees, and then you have the one that's about 15, 16 feet away on Scrawlneck's right. And then you have the big boss guy in the center.
The presumed leader. Okay.
Right.
So the person that's about 10 or so feet away from Scrawlneck,
Right.
suddenly I'm gonna pretty much make some sort of incantation, and a bell is going to appear over the guy's head. And I'm gonna
like this
cast.
is- Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on him.
Toll the Dead. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Needs to make a wisdom saving throw
Wisdom. Okay.
of 13.
He fails miserably. So
Okay.
roll for damage.
All right. I wonder if I can just. I don't think it will work there. 11.
11. The bells toll in this man's mind. They ring out in just excruciating pain as you see blood just begin to pour from his ears and every orifice in this man's head as he collapses to the ground. And there does not seem to be any life coming from him.
Jeez.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Suck it, nerd. I'm good.
Holy
Get
shit.
wrecked, nerd.
Let's see who's up next. All right. Next up is Big Boss Man. As he begins to move, he shouts out to his men. Don't be intimidated by them. Fuck them. We control this area. And as he's saying this, behind him, he's hearing the grunting and groaning of this remaining bandit behind him, and just this really meek voice as this man hasn't even decided to get up yet. Boss, I don't feel so good. It's like before he starts to charge at Scrawlneck. It's like, Kyle, we talked about this. What did I tell you about complaining? Boss, my stomach hurts. He's like, Kyle, get your happy ass up and do some damage. You gotta earn your pay. And he just runs as fast as he can towards Scrawlneck, and I don't. He should be able to get within melee distance of you, Scrawlneck.
Gonna be looking at him like,
He's gonna.
JJ, if you do snap to center on the
Right.
on the ruler, it'll snap to the center so you can see exactly, and it won't be like that weird like
Right.
29.5 or 30.1. You know,
Yeah, I need to change it.
it's
There we
30
go.
feet from where he was though. It's
Right,
exactly 30
right.
to stand where he is.
Okay. And with that, he is going to take 2 swipes at you, Scrawlneck,
Mhm.
with his scimitar. A 15 and a 13. Do either one of those hit you?
My AC is 15.
So he hits you with the scimitar.
I have a reaction psionic power protective field that I can reduce the damage by 1d6 plus 2.
Okay.
So it's within 30 feet, which he is. So
Okay.
just if he deals damage, do I have to decide now that I know it hits, or once I see the damage?
How does it read? Does it say before or after? It doesn't say.
It's a reaction. It just says when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage.
Okay, so
You
yeah,
can
you would
use
need to
your
know
reaction.
what the damage is. Yeah, because
Okay.
yeah, he's gonna take damage, but yeah,
But once the damage happens, then I
Right.
make the decision. Okay, perfect.
right,
And,
right,
yeah,
right.
If it's bad, I'll do it.
You take 10 slashing damage from the
I will do
scimitar.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that psionic energy die.
It reduces by 5.
Reduces by 5.
Yeah, and I have 4 of these per
Okay.
long one long rest to recover.
For,
So I have
for long
4 of
rest.
them total.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
So
before we
marking
do
that I
this,
spent one.
Balsamic's saying I also have a reaction to cause an attack to miss. How does that work?
Oh, are you saying that in chat? I'm sorry.
He was saying that to me in on Twitch.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have underneath your reactions, it's down towards the bottom underneath actions. Like if you scroll all the way down, you have form of the beast, and you have a tail reaction.
Oh, but don't you
I'm
have
in
to?
claw.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
in
in
claw
claw,
react.
so he can't use
Oh, you're in claw right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
in claw
choose
form.
when you rage with
one of the
form
3
beast.
forms of the
Yeah.
beast. Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
ch-
actually really cool. I didn't know that's how that worked.
Yeah,
Got it.
but you choose when you rage which one you pick.
Okay,
Yep.
got it. Never
Okay.
mind. Ignore
Cool.
everything I said.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Thanks for the.
But no,
So
good to
that's
know.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as he swings down the scimitar, you feel it just begin to cut into your flesh as this force shakes the blade at his hilt and pushes him back and almost makes him lose grip on the blade. And he goes to swing again, but at this point his hand is shaken and he misses entirely. And you would have taken 5 damage because 10 was reduced to 5. But
Yeah.
Is it awesome?
well, yeah, because
No,
he's
yeah.
raging because slashing
He's
damage is
raging, yeah.
No,
reduced.
so it's in half. Okay, and then I reduced the 5 to 0. Perfect.
Right, right.
So I took nothing.
So,
Go us. Go us.
That's dope. That's dope.
Let's go.
Wow, what a good team.
Heck yeah.
yeah, so he takes
Power
0
couple.
damage from that
Nice.
psionic energy.
Yeah, power couple. Let's go.
All right. So now we have our 2 tree bandits, and they are going to take some more pot shots. This time, yeah, the one on the right saw you, Cedric, make some sort of weird incantation that just turned their buddy's brain into soup, and he's going to take a shot at you.
Hmm.
And he gets a 16 to hit. Does that meet your...
It does not.
Does not. Okay. As he shoots the bolt, you raise your arm up, and the shield comes up and ping, sails off and actually hits one of the wagon wheels next to Aaron, and he goes, God damn it! Keep me out of this one! I ain't no fighter! And then the other guy, I think he's only in range of you, Scrawlneck, so I think he's going to... let's see.
The one on the left.
Yeah, the one in the other tree.
Okay.
I think he's only in range of you. Let me double check that. I don't know if it's 60 or 80. Oh, it's 80 feet. Okay, hold on. I still think you're the only one that's in range. Okay. So he's
Okay,
going to take
yeah,
a
that's
shot
cool.
at you.
Okay.
He gets a 17 to hit.
Okay.
All right. That would be 3 points of piercing damage, which you would cut in half.
So 2.
Yes, 2.
This is rounded up, right?
Yeah, round it up.
Nice.
All right. And then next, now, let's see. Those are 2 tree bandits. And lastly, we have Carl in the back. Let's see. Who's the most forward? Well, Scrawlneck, you're engaged here.
Yep.
You said your passive perception was 14, right, Georgio?
Yes.
Okay. And then what was your passive perception, Tim?
Pretty sure it's 14 also.
14 as well. Okay, so you would both see this at a distance. Carl's not looking too hot. He's not just a whiny sack of shit. He, from what you can see, Tim, your eye narrows behind your monocle, and you see all over Carl's body are what look like lesions, like of this octarine color. And you can see his lower jaw has almost slumped off. Like it's just hanging on by a fleshy thread. Now at this point, he's unable to even communicate as the flesh is just beginning to just slump off. And he collapses to the ground on all fours. And you see his back begin to writhe like worms, as if something is just eating away at this man from the inside. And he lets out this horrifying, just gut-wrenching scream as just all the darkest, just hopeless emotions scream out from this man as his humanity vanishes, and 3 to 4 tentacles begin to sprout from this man's back.
That's the guy in front of me?
No, that's
the guy way in back.
The dude way in the back. So if you're looking at the map, it's this guy back here. The one that the boss man was yelling at Carl.
Okay.
Because he wasn't engaging. And he screams. And what you guys see now is no longer a man, but a monstrosity. A horrid, twisted version of a man. A dreg. This disgusting creature. Let me put it in. I've got a nice picture for you guys to go along with this description. Let's see which one. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. All right. Did it show up on y'all's screen? Not yet?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
I've
sir.
got it on my stream screen, and I'll put it in Discord as well.
I'll pull up your stream real quick, like. Just be easy.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
Damn.
Yes. You are now
Ooh,
looking.
drag. Eesh.
Yes.
Oh, he is spooky, bitch.
Yeah, you are looking now at what a monstrosity becomes of a person in full contamination who has succumbed to delirium poisoning.
And that's what they call it with the haze thing,
Yes.
or is this something separate?
Yeah, this is contamination. This is contamination level 6.
Mhm.
This is like,
We're not in the haze, by the way, right?
no, you are not.
Okay.
Which is odd why this man would be like this right now.
Yeah.
But he has lost all semblance of humanity. He is no longer of his right mind. All he sees is the man that refused to listen to his pleas. Let me get rid of Carl, because fuck Carl.
Carl gone.
Carl dead. Let me
He
get
gone.
some more appropriate tokens for the creature formerly known as Carl. Or more appropriately now, a delirium dreg. And he is going to run at the closest thing he can see with a pulse.
Cool.
That's one of his guys.
Right. He is going to run at this man, and he is going to have at it. So he is going to lash out at his former companion with one of the tentacles on his back. He's still on all fours, just unable to communicate by any common means any longer. He is no longer a man. He's just a monstrosity of nature. Fortunately, the dude saw it, and he swings and a miss with a natural 1.
Okay, good. That's wonderful.
I'm going to look at the dragon. I'm going to be like, friend?
Oh, no.
But anyway, with that dramatic retelling, Tim, you are up.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, I fear no man or beast, but you may, but we'll do what we can to prevent this thing from getting close.
So I'm gonna cast, I just want to make sure it's close or that it's far enough I can do it. Let's see, where is it? It's Ray of Frost, so do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at the drag. That's trying to slow him down. So
is that a spell attack or a saving throw?
Yeah, spell attack.
Okay, and is that it's just a ranged spell attack? It's not a cone or a...
Nope, I'll double check right here. Frigid beam of blue-white light streaks towards a creature within range, which is for me 60 feet. Make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, they take 1d8 cold damage, and the speed is reduced by 10 feet until your next turn.
Oh boy. Let's see the Ray of Frost.
Show me Ray of Frost! That'd be a 16, sir.
A 16. Let me double check that. I'm fairly certain that hits. Oh yeah, every bit of that hits. You see as this creature rears up for another strike against his former comrade, this Ray of Frost just pummels him deep in its chest, the ribs being compressed by the cold air as it's unable to follow through with the attack. Go ahead and roll for damage.
2. God.
Yeah. Hey, every bit helps.
At least it's slowed, yeah.
Come on, bruh!
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I'm good where I'm at.
It slows?
It slows it by 10 feet, yeah.
Okay,
Right.
not a lot. Okay.
So, that leaves to round out the round to Georgio.
Okay, so I can move 30. So I want to move to this square that's here, but
At the base of the tree.
I have, yeah. Oh, that's a tree right there. Can I stand there in that square? Is that fine?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can be right at the base of the tree. You're talking about right there.
'cause I want to move to
He's
be
about
within range of him.
He's about 10 foot up in the tree.
Oh, he's up in the tree.
He's up in the tree. Yeah,
He's
because he
up
was.
in the tree. Okay.
Right.
No, okay. Can I?
Sorry, I didn't make that clear. What's up?
Can I go back to where I was? I think it was
Right.
here.
I think that was right there, right?
I think it was the one right underneath it, because
Go
it
on.
was 30 to.
Oh, okay.
Because it was 30 to that. Let me think about this again. I didn't realize he was up in the tree. I don't want to get close to that other thing.
I don't blame you. I'm both equally loving
You have a bow?
the dregs, but also they're disgusting.
Yeah. So right here, this is 30 feet to here, and I can move without crossing into range for opportunity.
Right. So you want to get right up beside.
Yeah, I want to move, that way, come around him.
Okay.
And then when I get there, he's got a scimitar in one hand, right?
Yes, he has a scimitar in one hand. Yes.
Does he have anything in his other hand?
No, not currently.
Okay. I'm just going to step into range, and then just take one unarmed strike.
Okay.
So it's bludgeoning damage.
Show me the strike.
So it's going to be... Come on. Here we go. This is a 16 plus 6 to hit.
16 plus 6 to hit? So, so 22.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, every bit of that hits.
Yeah.
You come around, scroll...
D20 plus the hit modifier, right?
Yes.
Making sure I'm rolling right. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's 16 plus 6 to hit.
Yes. So you come around the corner, and Scrawlneck is, engaged with this man with his claws. And as he's rearing up to throw another swing of this scimitar, you just come up and just follow through it full bore right into the center of his chest.
Mm-hmm. And that's a 6 plus 4 on unarmed strike, so 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Yep. Punch him right in the chest.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
See bonus actions. No. Nope.
Okay. That takes us back to the top of the round with the last remaining bandit on the ground over here. Seeing Carl turn into this monstrosity, he is terrified of what is going on. Boss, what happened to Carl? And he is gonna bolt away from him towards his boss, and in doing so, procting a attack of opportunity from Carl. Who isn't quite used to his form yet. The tentacles are still growing and extending, and he swings over the top of this bandit's head, but misses his opportunity to strike his former friend. And this bandit is going to run up, and his boss is like, "What the hell are you doing? Kill that thing! That ain't Carl! That's some damn monster!" He's like, "No chance in hell I'd rather fall by you!" And he's going to take a swing at you, Scrawlneck.
Do I get an attack opportunity because he entered my zone?
No. It's when he leaves your melee that you get the attack of opportunity.
Yeah, when he steps through it.
Unless you have, if he were to step away now, he would proc. That's why Carl got an opportunity attack on him, or the dreg.
Swing it up, baby.
All right. He gets a 15 to hit.
I am 15.
All right. I am 15.
That's you.
That is 3 slashing damage. So you would reduce that to 2 because you're raging.
Yeah.
All right.
Done.
All right. Bandit Tree Boys are going to continue the assault. But this one is like, Boss, what about Carl? He goes, "Kill the damn thing, that ain't Carl!" And he's going to try to shoot this monstrosity as well, because it's the closest thing to him. So he's going to take a shot at Carl. Or the monster formerly known as Carl. And he is terrified of this and misses completely. You've noticed these are not the most competent bandits in the world. They operated on intimidation for quite a while, and that's about it. The other one is going to take a shot at you, Georgio, because I think you're the closest thing in range.
Now, yeah.
And he crits.
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you have anything that you can try to mitigate it with, but...
I do.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah, what's damage?
Use the bathroom.
That'll be 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage. So how does... So I have 22 health. It's like half health and under we're at bloodied, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to describe it as bloodied or... Yeah.
Isn't that...
I guess, that's the terminology.
The mechanic in the game, right? It's like half health and under, you are in a different state. You're in a weakened state.
Not mechanically, no, it doesn't change anything about the way you operate, no.
Okay, so just until I hit 0, I'm...
Right, you could have 1 HP and you're still as effective as if you had 99% or 100% of your HP.
I will take those 9 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
That was funny.
Let's see. Nope, he's gonna stay in the tree because he is fucking freaked the hell out of that thing. Say maybe he'll move. No, he's not. He's like fuck that. I don't want to have anything to do with Carl. Scrawlneck, you are up, my friend.
Okay, I'm attacking Boss Man.
Okay.
All right, let's start the roll, baby.
All right. Are you attacking with the axes or just going for more claws?
Oh, we're tripling it up.
Okay, go for it.
1. 13.
13 on Boss Man. Hold on. 13. You go down to swing, but he swings up and parries your first claw attack away in the opposite direction. That is a miss.
Another 13.
Right, not. You go to swing again, and he comes down with the edge of the hilt and smacks your claw down towards the ground. Tell me the last one.
My offhand. So
that hits.
15.
That hits. This time you're furious at not being able to. You turn up your claws and come right up the bottom of his chin, and swinging up, giving him a nice scar from the bottom of his Adam's apple up towards his ear.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
9.
9 damage. Okay.
Yep.
All right. He's still going strong, and he's pissed off now. Having taken multiple strikes to the chest and to the claws with fists, and now he's got to worry about this freaky thing that was Carl coming up behind him. But yes, Cedric, is there anything else you wanted to do, Scrawlneck?
Good.
Okay. Cedric, you are up.
Approximately how far? Oh, I can do that. Go 30 from the guy.
Yeah, 30 from this bandit beside Boss Man.
Okay. I mean, he's just like a regular bandit. He's not like super big or anything like that, right?
No, he's real scrawny. He's probably a 15, 16-year-old kid who's being bullied around, basically told to do this or he's going to get thrown in a ditch somewhere by Boss Man.
Okay.
He's doing this out of desperation. You can see it on his face.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and basically like walk into the same square and almost like body him to the side. And
you're going to try to push him out of the way? Out of that square?
I'm just going to like walk and like not take any sort of like recognition of him and basically just go to make an attack on the boss guy, whatever his name is.
Okay, so you're wanting to be in the same square as him?
Yeah,
or?
occupy the same square as him, yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Wants a big ol' hug.
So you bully this man out of the way. Go ahead and give me an athletics check posed against his acrobatics, just to see if you can get through to him, to the boss man.
19. 19?
Oh yeah, easily. You just smack this kid aside like a twig. And he gets, let me move him out of the way. He gets pushed back out of the way, and you are right up against Boss Man.
Okay, yeah. I just basically tell the kid, get the fuck away. And I go to just take a...
Yeah, you are easily like 2.5, 3 feet taller than this kid as a Goliath.
That's great.
Easily. It's like, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And then I'm going to attempt to make a melee attack, but for inflicting wounds on the boss man.
Okay. Roll for inflict wounds.
24.
Oh yeah, every bit of it. You reach out with your hands. Just this icy cold necrotic energy sinks in below his armor and just spreads through his veins with necrotic energy up through to his eyes, and he feels every bit of it. Roll for damage.
I don't know why it's not linked to D&D or to
Beyond 20.
Yeah. 15 necrotic.
15 necrotic. He screams out in pain and almost drops his blade as this necrotic energy sears through his veins and through his flesh. He is bloodied.
Nice. And then I'm going to just turn to my side and look at I mean, both of you aren't looking to. Well, Scrawlneck, you're not like looking too super hurt right now, are you?
You can give me a medicine check to check.
By the way,
I mean, in the throes of battle, I would say, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I discern?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a 20 plus 3.
20.
Oh yeah.
Nat 20, nice.
You can let him know how you're looking, Scrawlneck. I don't remember how many.
22 out of 32. I'm taking 10 damage.
Okay, so you're not bloodied yet. You know, you're 2/3 of your health.
I'm Scrawlneck.
Yeah, you can see Scrawlneck is not. He's not phased by this. It's a good amount of damage for a normal person, but for him, no.
Okay.
I'm just like Scrawlneck.
He almost looks entertained by it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yes, you are Scrawlneck, and I'm gonna pat him on the back, and suddenly he feels like he got a little bit stronger. For heal 5.
You sure are doing great.
Good job.
Good job, bud.
Good game.
I pat him on the head, ruffle his hair a little bit.
Nice.
I'll just
Got it, bud.
roll my head into the back of your hand.
Nice.
I am visibly disturbed.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. After that, let's see. Bossman is up, and having taken that necrotic energy, he sees himself being surrounded, and he is going to swing. Or as he's coming in, he's going to swing with the scimitar for 2 swings, and then he's also going to come around. He's going to reach to his side and go for with his offhand with the dagger. So he's going to, being just pissed at the amount of this awful necrotic energy being soaked into his body. That is a 16 and an 18. Did either one of those hit?
Who was that to? I'm sorry.
Yeah, who you swinging at?
To you, Cedric.
Okay, the 18 hit.
18 hits? Okay. Right. That is 8 points of slashing damage. And he is going to try to follow up and come down with the offhand. I'm sorry, the offhand into your shoulder with the dagger. And getting another 18 to hit.
That still hits.
Right? But it is a dagger. But he plunges it deep into your shoulder, and you take another 7 points of piercing damage. From the dagger.
I get a reaction back. My reaction back once my turn goes through, right?
Right, because this is a new round.
This is a new round.
Well, you took it. Well, yeah, this is a new round, so yes, you would have your reaction again.
Okay, I'll spend another psionic die to
Okay.
do that, to reduce the damage. And I
Okay.
rolled a 6, which is, I think it's the dice roll +2. Let me look at it again. Reaction. Yeah, dice roll +2. So I reduce 8 damage, so put that back to 0. So the second one will instead not do any damage.
Okay, so as you feel the tip of the blade about to dig into your shoulder blade between the collarbone, you feel again, he goes to move and his hand shakes and the blade just gets slung from his hand and goes flying off into the trees. And he no longer has his dagger.
And that is second dice. 2. Okay.
All right. So now we got our 2 happy tree friends up here. And the first is going to take a pot shot at Carl because he is not about having to deal with that shit. So he's going to take a shot at that.
Fuck Carl, gang.
Yeah, he's every bit of the fuck Carl gang. Yeah, and he hits him, so not a lot, but he gets a solid shot and gets it into Carl's back. And then the other one is going to take a shot at you, Georgio, from the tree. Getting a 20 to hit. Not a nat 20, but a dirty 20.
That will hit.
Okay.
That will hit.
And that is 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing damage
Yes.
would hurt. I have... Well, no, that's fine. I'll take it.
Okay.
So I'm down to... Let's see. 7. Down to 6.
All right. Now, it is Carl's turn, and he is pissed. And he is going to run to the closest thing to him, which would be this bandit boy. Yeah, because the other guy's 10 foot up, so he's going to run after this guy. And he's going to move up to right behind him. And if you were comrades, he'd be flanking, but he's not. So,
Friend?
Is flanking opposite sides entirely?
yes, directly across.
Straight line through? Okay.
Yes, from an ally. And and he comes down hard with these tentacles that have now grown dense at the tips, like spiny little flesh spears. And he digs in deep to the back of this other bandit. And yes, okay. Doing decent amount of damage to him. And that bandit is bloodied. As this spine digs down right below, right about where the kidney would be. As you see this spiny flesh spear coming from this monstrosity's back. And I think that leaves us with our last 2 people in the round. That would be Tim. You are up.
All right, real quick, because I'm reading my one ability and I want to make sure I can do it. If I have to sidestep, I'll sidestep.
Okay.
From where I am now, the bandit that is 2 squares up from Scrawlneck, and then
The one that
and
just got
Carl.
hit.
Yeah, if I throw, because I have Acid Splash, can I cast Acid Splash and target Carl with it? Because it says if I target 2 people, they have to be within 5 feet of each other, which is fine.
Right.
But I don't know if I can't see Carl, if I'm allowed to do it. I don't know if I have to have line of sight to both.
You would have line of sight from there. I would say, you would see the edge of Carl.
You got line of sight. You can take a 5-foot step as a
or you can
right?
move. Yeah, to be absolutely certain.
You could step out like a
Right. If you wanted
if you 5-foot step this way, then you have better view, and then that puts you in 30-foot range
Right.
of Carl too, which might be necessary. I don't know.
So my range on it is it's 60, so that's why.
Then it doesn't
you
matter.
got plenty. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I had lines. So if that's the case,
Yeah,
No,
I'd
I'll
rule
just
that
go-
you could see him.
All right, so you can just put me back in the square I was, and I'll just I'll throw a bubble of acid splash, targeting the bandit that Carl went, and trying to get Carl with it too.
What's the radius of the splash, or what does it say as far as the damage? Because if you hit the
so-
bandit, you may hit Cedric and the leader as well. If it's radius.
No, it shouldn't. It's what's it called? It doesn't here. I'll just.
It's a double target. What are you?
So, I'll read it. So you hurl bubble acid. Choose 1 or 2 creatures you see within range. If you choose 2, they have to be within 5 feet of each other. A target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid.
Okay, so
It
it doesn't.
just
It's
says,
not like it's not splash damage, is what I'm getting at.
No, it's not
Right,
like
yeah, it doesn't.
targeted.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say cone. Doesn't say anything like that. Yeah, it's just a good old target.
So dex saves, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. We'll start with Carl the Dreg. He fails. And then Bandit Boy. Where is- what's your spellcasting DC?
It says on here dexterity 14 and the hit/DC thing.
14. Okay, so he succeeds.
Okay.
So I don't know if he takes half damage on a success or is it no damage.
I just think he takes no damage. Yeah.
Okay.
It just
Okay,
yeah,
so
it just says his target must succeed on saving throw or take 1d6 acid.
okay.
So it's either nothing or 1d6.
Right. So
Yeah.
go ahead and roll damage for Carl the Dreg. The other bandit.
Oh my god! I'm leaving. It's a 1. Come on, dude.
Damn.
Okay, so the bandit swings out of the way as this bubble of acid he sees coming over at him, and right as Carl's about to bite down on him and dig his spines in again, he gets a mouthful of acid and takes a little bit of damage. Every little bit helps.
I'm annoyed with myself.
All right, and that leaves George. Or did you want to do anything else? Sorry.
Just to humor myself, just because this is the classic that we had when we always do this.
I think you still have your bonus action.
Of course. Of fucking course.
He rolls max damage on the next one.
I fucking hate it.
Bummer.
Hold on. I don't think I have a bonus action. Oh no, I would have a bonus action if I had my my cannon out, but I don't, so I didn't bother doing
Right.
that. I didn't want to do it.
Damn.
So no, I'm good.
I do have artwork for your cannon, by the way, as well.
Oh, sick.
Ooh, I can't wait. I'm gonna do bathroom break real quick while we go back around, so I'll be right back quick.
Okay.
Do what you gotta do.
All right, Giorgio, you are up.
So it's up to me. So I have these small hand axes that I
Okay.
can throw. Where I'm standing, can I throw and hit Carl, or am I at some sort of disadvantage because I have the?
You wouldn't be at
Bandit.
disadvantage, but I would give him partial. I would probably give him half cover because the guy's right in front of him, so
Half
it would be a
cover.
Yeah, he would have a raised AC.
Okay. And the bandit captain can I tell how hurt he is? Can I do it? Should I do like a? What kind of, is it
Are you
perception
proficient?
or what kind
Are you
of check?
Are you proficient in medicine or? I guess you could give me an investigation check. Well,
Okay.
No, I mean because it's medicine.
this-
Because
that
yeah,
investigation
are
I
you
wouldn't-
proficient in medicine?
No, I'm not.
I wouldn't say like in the heat of the
Okay.
moment you would be able to
Sure.
see quickly. No, if you were
Okay.
proficient, I would probably give it to you just because you were proficient in like wartime medicine or something. but-
Yeah, no. No. Okay. I'm just trying to think of what I could do because I want to do something. I can take 2 actions with an action surge.
Right. Okay.
And so I guess let me just hit the captain again, and then if it knocks him out or whatever, then I'll action surge and throw.
Okay. Well, he is
Something.
bloodied. He is bloodied.
So so that's what I'll do is I'll just take another unarmed.
Another unarmed.
Hang on. Since I'm standing right here, can I do a full attack?
You're within
if I do
5
nothing-
feet. Yeah.
I do nothing else. How does it work?
I don't know how unarmored or
Oh,
unarmed
yeah.
strike works.
I'm looking real quick just to see if I can find full attack. 5e, come on.
It goes from a
Full attack.
I think it's you just go from a flat
Oh,
attack to a D8.
If I don't,
Unless you're-
yeah, I don't think I get one unless what I'm looking at right here is if your attack bonus is high enough, you can do a second attack on a full attack. So never mind.
Okay.
We'll just do a regular, just unarmed strike, same as before.
Okay.
Tell
me the damage.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be 4 + 6 to hit.
Okay. Oh, so 10 total.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he just turns sideways, and all you do is you catch a chunk of armor.
Okay. Let me see. No, that's it. Unfortunate.
Okay. You didn't want to do a shot with the offhand or anything else?
I don't. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, but I don't know if I can. I get one attack per action.
Well, no, you can still hit with your offhand. You just wouldn't be able to add your modifier to it. It'd just be a.
Okay, so it's just a straight D20.
Right, I believe so. Let me confirm that, but I'm pretty sure you still have an offhand attack. Yeah. In the same way, you can. Yeah, if you were dual wielding, unless you had the dual wielding feature, then you get your bonus to it too.
I do have 2-weapon fighting, which if my hands are weapons.
I'd say so. Yeah. So at that point, yeah, if you're.
It describes them as light melee weapons, but yeah. So.
You have 2-weapon. You have 2-weapon fighting, right?
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, then you wouldn't add your modifier.
Okay.
It's dual. Dual wielder, or I think is what gives you your
two actual attacks. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is second one is a 16 plus nothing to hit.
16. That hits.
That does. Okay,
yeah,
so
that just hits.
Perfect. 1d8 plus 4. I rolled a 5.
A 5?
So,
okay.
Yeah,
so
9 damage.
So 9 damage. Okay.
Yeah, 9 damage.
You
bludgeoning. Again.
You miss on the first strike with your full hand, but as you come around, you nail him right in the kidney.
Perfect.
He's not looking hot. I'll say that much. But he's still going. I mean, he's a big man.
Still going. Okay.
I mean, he was running all these little ragtag bandits for a reason. I mean, he's probably the most competent of the group. And then I think that puts us back to the top of the round with the only one remaining of these guys is our boy right here. And he's not knowing what the hell to do. He just got some spines in his back from Carl the Dreg, so he's going to turn around and try to cleave those off of Carl. Spinning around, so he's going to take a pot shot of that guy. And he hits. He hits with his short sword, so he's going to do some damage to Carl. He's like, oh, God damn it, Carl! Fuck off! And he swings, doing a little bit of damage. So every little bit helps. As the creature just screeches at him. But still going strong. All right. And that would put us at Scrawlneck. You are up.
Yeah. All right. Put down my sun chips. Okay. All right. I'm going to, going at Boss Man. Here we go. First attack.
Okay. Is this claws?
8.
Battle?
Yep. 8. That's
okay.
a miss.
Yeah, that's, yeah. All right, who are you swinging at? I'm sorry.
Boss Man.
Boss Man? Okay. Yeah.
25. 25
that,
for the second one.
that hits totally.
Shit.
Yeah, you take a big chunk.
Yep. Damage on that one is 6.
6? Okay. Okay.
And then my offhand attack.
As you take a chunk out of his shoulder. And he's having a hard time holding on to that blade now.
Nice. Okay, one more attack. 19.
Oh yeah, 23. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a 19.
Oh, it's 19 because yeah, it still hits.
Offhand.
Yeah, you come back with the other claw and just rake it down. As he leans forward a little bit from the first strike, you come around and just drag your claws up the back of his spine.
For 5 damage.
Damn it. He is not looking hot. He just looks like he got mauled by a bear.
And I am a bear.
All right.
Okay,
Is there
I'm
anything
done.
else you would like to do? Okay.
I'm good.
Let's do I'm fighting by default. It's different. Okay, we'll have to check that in a sec, Giorgio. On the unarmored fighting. You may get that bonus, so I may have misspoken. But Cedric, you are up.
I'll see, while this is going through, I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. Check the unarmored fighting style, I think is the
Yeah.
because the fighting style is different than a feat.
This fighting, unarmed fighting style. Here we go.
You get +2 for unarmored fighting style.
Yeah, there should be something that talks about the offhand attack. Or unarmed fighting. So, Cedric, you are up.
So we just know that this thing just turned into some sort of creature. We're not quite sure, like, exactly what kind of creature it is. Like,
Are you proficient in
like, it's
Arcana?
not like, no, of course not.
I'm afraid not. You wouldn't know.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Pull the Dead on the boss guy.
On the boss man?
Yeah.
Go for it. I think you do more damage because he's already taken a bunch of damage, correct? If he hits, right?
If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes
D12.
higher. Yeah.
So what's the save?
That's dope.
13 wisdom.
13 wisdom. Got it. Let me... Wisdom. Okay. Oh yeah, he fails royally. Go for it.
Nice. Okay. Only 4.
4? Okay. As the bell tolls in his head as he's trying to focus on all fronts, just blood begins to pour again, like his young lackey, and I mean he is just on the brink of death at this point. But it is his turn right now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That,
Yeah.
Can I just scream out at the other people that I would suggest that they try to take care of Carl because he does not care who's fighting him.
Who are you reaching out to?
Just like the other bandits, like in the trees and stuff. I'm just like basically just screaming.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. It'd be a 22.
Okay.
I was gonna say, piss off.
Yeah. No, they hear you loud and clear as you're shouting out to target this monstrosity that, you know, that this isn't worth their fighting, and that he's far more of a threat and a danger to himself and others at this point, that they need to be targeting that and not you. So again, let's see. Are you also reaching out to the bandit captain, or are you just the two?
I was basically just screaming it. So
Everybody?
whoever wants to hear. Yeah, I wasn't like targeting any one person. I was just kind of screaming.
Give me one more persuasion check specifically for the bandit captain.
Okay.
Okay. Like, you're right. Whatever that thing is, it ain't Carl. He needs to die. So he's going to, since he is up next, he's going to move towards Carl. He would provoke an opportunity attack from, well, both Georgio and Scrawlneck. So if you guys want to take it, go for it.
Oh yes, baby.
He's not the brightest thing in the world.
Does this consume a reaction for that?
Yes, you would consume your reaction to take an opportunity attack.
Okay. I'm gonna swing with my battle axe for this. For my
Okay. Roll me some battle axe.
17.
Ooh, yeah, you come down hard. You're still enraged at this man, and you come down hard on his back. Roll for damage.
11 damage.
He crumbles like a pile of wet, bloody potatoes.
Yes.
As you cut down through him and you can see this axe come down through his shoulder and all the way down to like almost his sternum. He is just, and it just slumps over. He is
Yuck.
dead to right.
Convince this guy not to fight us, and you
cut him in half.
leave him to his fucking back.
All right.
Yep.
Like says
That's how
someone to
Scrawlneck
kill.
works.
Yeah.
Hey.
Scrawlneck.
Right.
Scrawlneck, be Scrawlneck, you know.
Okay, at this point, now we are left with the two bowmen in the trees, and Bossman, what are we doing? What are we doing? And they're just freaking the fuck out. This one over here on the right is going to climb down that tree as quickly as he can, and he is gonna bolt. Let's see his full movement. In fact, he's gonna dash, and he is. Let's see, he loses 10 climbing down. Let's see. It leaves him with 50. 50. He dashed it, so he'll get there. Oops. Roughly, we'll just call it there. This guy, let me see. Yeah, he's bolting as well, so he's gonna climb down. He's higher up in the tree, so he can only get about let's see, 35 feet. So this his position. He's gonna get right there. And they aren't even trying to shoot at Carl. They're just like, I didn't sign up for this bullshit. Fuck this, fuck Carl, fuck y'all, I'm done.
See you later.
And then at that point, let's see, that leaves Carl. And the closest thing to him is his next meal. So he's going for Bandit Boy here, who's looking like shredded meat as well. So he's going to take a shot at him. Yeah, and he hits.
Of course.
Let's see. He dives into this man. His tentacles coming around as his claws, his now sharpened claws, dig into this man's throat, and the spines come around the outside. He is on this man's back, pulling him forward as the spines slam and pierce through his chest completely, coming out the other side, and all you see is this writhing form just slaughtering his former comrade.
Yeesh.
So that man is no more. So we got two fleeing bandits and one former bandit known as Carl. So that leaves, I believe, Tim, you are up.
Okay, let's see if I actually can fucking do damage. I'm just gonna fucking cast the crossbow. I'm just gonna do crossbow on him.
You're gonna shoot a crossbow?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go me the crossbow.
15.
Oh yeah, you get every bit of that one. You, as Carl's getting up from just impaling his former comrade, he looks up and this bolt sails in and hits him in the chest. Roll for damage.
Better than what it's been. 7.
All right. Carl is not looking good. I mean, not that he looks good anyway, but he is well beyond bloodied at this point. Is there anything else you'd like to do? He's still standing, but he is looking mighty nasty as this is what should be dark red blood, you notice, is turning this octarine purple color as it drips from the wound.
No, I got nothing. I'm good. Let's just murder Carl. Let's get it done.
So that's it for your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. Giorgio, you are up on up to bat. Let's go.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to action surge. So I get an additional action.
Okay.
From where I'm standing, I'm gonna pull out a hand axe that I have.
Okay.
And throw it as an attack.
Okay.
And these. So it's for the range. It says 20 feet, 60 feet. So is that within 20 feet? It's got.
Yeah, that would be its normal range.
It's normal.
Anything above 20 feet, you'd be throwing at disadvantage.
Up to 60. Okay, I just want to make sure I understood that right.
Yeah, and 60 you couldn't hit at all.
Okay, so I'm going to throw it from here, which is just a d20 plus. Is it my dexterity?
Yes,
right?
Because it's a thrown weapon.
Okay.
A ranged weapon.
So that's a 15 plus 1.
15 plus 1, so 16 to hit?
Yeah, 16 to hit.
You reach up and just, with all certainty, throw this hand axe, and it just and catches Carl right by his throat as he's screeching out after killing his comrade, and then taking this other bolt to the chest. Roll for damage.
So it's going to be 3 plus 4, so 7 damage.
How do you want to do this?
What's that?
Hey, there it is.
Carl feels the hand axe strike him square. How do you want to do this?
Is this kill?
Yeah.
It's kill.
So that the idea was I was going to throw it at him and then just run up and punch him in the mouth. But if the axe kills him, then that's that.
Okay.
I'll run up to punch him, and then he's just on the ground, and I'm like all amped up about nothing.
Well, I imagine you run up, and as the axe hit him, you run in and drive it deeper in with a punch.
Sure.
And it just cleaves right through every artery and blood path this creature still has, as this octarine blood spills out all over the dirt. And let me see, who's... I think it's the... Yeah, it's the two... No? No, those are the bandits that were on the ground.
I think it's
Scrawlneck, you would be up. It's your choice. I mean, they're fleeing at this point, but what do you want to do? You are still up. We are still in initiative. They are still in range.
I'm gonna run as far as I can.
Okay.
Close to them, like right in the middle.
What's your movement speed?
30.
30. You get more movement speed from rage? I don't
no.
think so.
I don't
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your walking speed? So you'd be 30. I don't think you can get within melee range of anybody.
You can get.
Yeah, just put me in the right in the middle. I'm just gonna say,
right about there.
Yeah, wherever. Yeah, right in the middle.
Okay.
And just say, still want to fight?
Are you trying to intimidate, or are you trying to egg them on to fight you?
I'll make an intimidation check.
Well, if you're intimidating them, they're gonna bolt again.
I
They
mean,
don't want any
they
piece
run
of
it
this
anyway.
shit. They're already like dead set on getting the fuck out of Dodge.
I'm gonna try and intimidate them.
Okay, you're just adding fuel to the fire at this point.
Indeed.
Go for it. Just roll it. For shits and giggles, go for it. Don't you get advantage on intimidation checks while you're raging, or is that strength checks?
Strength.
Imagine he rolls a 1 like, oh, wait, why are you running?
Why are you running? This guy's a bitch. No.
This guy's a bitch. What do you mean?
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Enough.
Yeah, that's all right.
They're not even looking at you. They're just gone. They're running. They're running.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So, Cedric, you're up before they get their next maneuver. Your choice. I mean, you have an opportunity to try to stop them. You can just let them go, or you can try to kill them.
I'm going to just try to get as close to them as I can, like kind of the
Okay.
idea that Scrawlneck had kind of in between the two of them.
Okay, so what's your movement speed? 30?
It
35?
is 30.
Okay, so you would be able to get... let's see. So right about there, or you'd be able to get right up here or right there.
Right there is fine.
Okay.
Just right behind Scrawlneck.
Right there?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast a cantrip,
Okay.
thaumaturgy, to make my voice 3 times as loud.
Okay.
And I'm just going to scream more in the direction of the one on the left of me right now.
That guy?
And just basically just scream at him to immediately stop.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. 19.
19? Yeah, he's like, he hears the loud bellowing command, and he stops on his heels and, "You're gonna kill me? Oh, I didn't sign up for this. Oh, I should have gone into the city. Oh, I should have signed up with the Queensmen. Fuck this guy. He ain't no big boss on the block."
Yeah, he dead.
Is there anything else you wanted to do?
I'm just going to pat Scrawlneck on the back and just say, "You did good. You did good."
You did good, kid.
And you said you were specifically talking to the one on the left, right?
Yeah, just that one.
Okay, just that one. Okay, got it. The other guy is gonna be like, "The fuck? No, I'm out of here!" He's just gonna bolt and he's gone. He's gonna keep dashing as much as he can. He's just, at this point, you can. In fact, somebody give me a perception check. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Nat 20.
Yeah, he rolled it. He was the one doing it.
All right. You can clearly see this man has just absolutely soiled himself on the way out of here.
Just a trail.
There is a trail of just strong smelling urine, and he's just gone. What the fuck? The one remaining is looking back at you, Cedric. We are out of initiative. What would you guys like to do? You have one solitary bandit, a bunch of dead bandits, one dead boss, and a disgusting looking dead Carl.
I'm gonna put my mace away and
Okay.
just walk up to the kid and just tell him to sit down for a sec. Just chill out.
Okay. He's going to sit down. While you're doing that, I'm going to reveal some of the areas, because now you're kind of at the crest of the hill. And from y'all's perspective, you should be able to see all this area.
Scrawlneck begins
Reveal.
to grow weary.
Polygon reveal. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you can kind of see. Shit, come on.
Yeah, fog.
You can see their encampment over here, in this little alcove. You can also see that there's a well back there, behind them. So that's probably where their water source was. But this bandit here has stopped, and he is totally 100% at your mercy.
Cool.
So I'll just kind of go in that same order of everybody for the time being. We are out of combat though, but Cedric,
Yeah.
you were the last one to talk to this individual. Does anybody else want to approach the situation, or did you want to do something else before I hand it off to Cedric?
I'm just gonna go sit down next to him as well. Axes down, raging, turned off. You know,
So, like right here.
I'm just gonna go sit down next to him and
He's like,
just pat him on the back. Be like,
please don't kill me.
I'll just
I'm
grunt
too
at him.
young to die.
I'll just pat him on the back.
I'm
It's
just going to join
okay.
the questioning. That's all I want to do.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I just want to join the questioning with Cedric. That's it.
Okay. I'm assuming you're up here by Cedric.
Yeah, that's cool.
What about you, Giorgio?
So you said we can see their encampment down there?
Yeah. I'm assuming you guys are going to come around to join the other two. Once you get over here, you can see to the left. You can see their encampment in that area that you couldn't see because you were this area where the cart is at is down. It's a lower
downhill.
Yeah, it's about 7 or 8 feet below where you're standing now, as you go up this hill.
I'll just go kind of poke around in there, I guess. See if I could do. I don't know how much time we have, but if I could just take 20 looking around while they're talking.
Yeah. Give me. Are you looking for specific things, or are you just generally poking
Just
around?
anything interesting? Yeah.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation check. 17 plus 4, 21.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, you poke around and you find that roll. Good amount. You find one potion of healing in a crate that looks like it came from some other passersby. You also find approximately, let's see, 33 gold. Miscellaneous, but essentially 33 gold. But also, since you rolled so high, as you approach the well, you look down in the well, and everyone would have heard the complaining of Carl before he transformed. You look down in the well, and you see this subtle octarine glow, almost like specks of metallic floating in the water. And
Emanated.
you notice now that something's not right with this water. And this might have been the reason. You don't know the details of it, but you notice that something about it, if somebody were to drink this, it might have some effects.
Okay.
But that's what you see.
Cool. I will come back up after that, but I'm assuming that will take me enough time that you guys are done talking with whatever.
Okay. So, Cedric, you would be up then.
Okay. I essentially just try to reassure the kid, we're not going to kill you. Clearly, this isn't the life for you. You shouldn't be doing this. None of those people were your friends.
I can tell. I thought he was my buddy, but he ran away and he pissed himself. I should enjoy the queens, man. These guys are hacks.
Yes, your friend's a loser. We're traveling to the city. Just come with us. We could use another set of eyes on the road just in case another instance like this happens.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Uh, 15.
15? Okay. Oh, I do need to get back to the village. You sure you're not gonna kill me? You sure this isn't a joke?
I promise. My name is Tim. Or no, I'm sorry. My name is Cedric.
Your name is Tim too?
Tim?
That is fantastic.
My other friends call me Tim sometimes.
They call me
This-
Tim?
Tim with
They
only
call
one.
me Tim.
This mechanical
Episode 1.
structure-
They call me
Alright.
Tim.
And this is, in case you missed it in the combat and several times of saying it, Scrawlneck.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back. My name's Scrawlneck.
You're all really big. This kid's probably like 16 and maybe like $150 at best. He is real thin and real scrawny. You can tell why he's resorted to a life of crime. Because he looks like he hadn't eaten well in like weeks. But he kind of turns. He's like, if you're sure you're not going to kill me, check the boss man. He done picked something up from one of those weird cult folks that wandered by. And he points over to the dead their former boss. And who close? I guess Tim, you'd be the closest. If you want to look.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
See,
Can we just like walk back to the cart with him?
yeah.
This time?
Yeah, you would.
Forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, Aaron's back there like, well, I'll be damned. Y'all are good. And while they're doing this, Tim, you kind of scrounge through the remains of both the boss as well as the bloody, disgusting remains of Carl. And in the boss man's pocket, you find some cloth. And as you reach in and grab it, you notice there's something hard on the... Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah. There you go. Reaching in his pocket, finding something.
You reach in, you pull out this cloth-covered item.
Scroll, or are you happy to see me?
As soon as I said that, I was like, this is going to end badly.
There you go. Nailed it.
You find something hard and long and warm. No, you pull out an item covered in cloth, and you particularly, I'm assuming you're proficient in Arcana, correct?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you feel this immediately. You feel this charge like you licked a battery. As you pull this out and open up this cloth in your hand. And inside the cloth is a tiny octarine crystal. A shard. I'm sorry, not a crystal, a shard. You recognize this. This is delirium. A small chunk, but nonetheless dangerous. If any creature were to handle this improperly, they may succumb to the same fate as Carl. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask, just for my purposes of my character, because I mean, obviously making sure being fair and everything. If I keep it, as long as I keep it in the cloth, like I'm fine, right? Like it's
right. You
like,
just don't want to touch
okay,
it directly. Yes, you can't touch
I
it.
just want to make sure.
Yeah, just for clarification, mechanically, touching
Yeah,
delirium with your bare hands, anyone, will result in contamination, or potential contamination, I should say.
All right. So I'm gonna. Is there anything of note on Carl as well? Just before I head back.
Give me either an investigation or an Arcana check.
I'll do. Well, I mean, it's a 6 either way. So let me do.
Okay, so either
Arcana.
one.
Yeah. 15.
Okay.
For Arcana.
You can see the outward signs of contamination. You've heard of this before, and you are familiar with delirium. You know what this is.
Okay.
You've never seen a piece of this size before. You've only seen like powder or items made of it before. You've never seen it in its raw form like this. But as you're searching over Carl, you find his water skin. And you uncork the water skin because you feel this sort of charge coming off of it as well. And as you go to inspect it, you pour some out and you see that same sort of crystalline structure all throughout that water.
Okay.
He had clearly been drinking contaminated water.
Okay. All right. All right. So if that's the case, then I'm gonna walk back and then I'll converse with the group. So
Okay.
All right.
I gotta call it a night.
Oh yeah, of course.
I am way past my bedtime.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah.
Well, to expedite and just get to, is there anything other? I'll expedite the next part because it's not like I'll save the exposition. But was there anything else anybody else wanted to do, and then I'll wrap it up.
When I group up, I was gonna hand 5 pieces of gold to Cedric and to Tim. Just say I found this in their stuff, and then explain the water well, which I think Tim would then corroborate with the water skin.
Yeah, I mainly was just gonna ask the kid, mainly like I was gonna explain like what it is, like what I know about this, and yeah, that's right. Scrawlneck gets no gold.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask the kid if he partook of any of the water, if he drank any of the water from the well, since we know about it now with what's it called with Georgio.
Right. The kid looks at you and goes, "Oh, I was thinking about it. I'm already thirsty, but I saw Carl getting sick, so I just stomached up and decided not to drink it. I saw it was making him feel real not right himself."
Okay. Yeah. So then for this part, yeah. As long as he didn't drink the water, I'm okay with the kid coming with us when we do the next thing for the next part.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. At this point, you are extremely close. You're cresting the hill, the final leg of your journey. Aaron is relieved and impressed with your work. As you discuss what you've all seen, and you come to the conclusion of your first leg of the journey, I will share with you as you crest the hill, the final hill, until you get to Emberwood Village. This is what you are greeted with. The sight. You remember what the site of Drakenheim looked like from that oil painting you saw in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
But now you crest the hill, and this is what you are greeted with. The actual visage of Drakenheim. What it is today.
Ooh.
Okay.
Shitty.
There's that big crater, yeah.
All right, let me share. I think, yeah, there we go.
Does that tower float?
So you look out and you see the the crater in the southern ward, what you remember, Georgio, of your home, and you also remember what used to be the inscrutable tower, one of the iconic landmarks of Drakenheim, aside from the castle itself. And you remember when the meteor fell, a large chunk of it cascaded and went straight through the tower. But it's arcane magics that make up the composition of the tower went through it, and the chunks remain floating in between, and the upper half of the tower floats above it as if trapped in time. You see above the fog, and you can smell it. It's almost like, again, Tim, you are very familiar with this. It's like it's the smell of ozone. That supercharged air smell, like you just licked a battery. For spellcasters, and for the rest of you, you get that intense, dense air of if you've ever like had to have oxygen given to you, and real world here.
That taste.
Yes, like it doesn't have the diluted nature that you get with normal air. This is just intensity personified in the most arcane way. The haze, you can see it diffused across all areas of the city in various capacities, especially around the crater and around where other chunks of the meteor had fallen in the city, and around the castle itself. It's truly a disturbing and terrifying sight. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Thank you. I gotta go.
Okay.
Good night, man.
All right. Night, Bill.
I need to go.
Yeah, we'll see you, man. Good night. Thank you for staying up.
Night and night. Thank you, Bill.
I'll catch you boys later. Have a good night.
Later, man.
Bye-bye. GG.
Bye.
Good sesh. Night.
Yeah, very good sesh.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
It's going to fuck up all our...
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's why I gave everybody a no camera.
There you
one.
go. Perfect.
There we
Smart. You're a genius.
Oh, I learned my lesson after the first campaign. But again, you guys have reached the outskirts of Emberwood Village. You're on the hillside from the southern areas of Drakenheim, looking over at the ruined city. Welcome to Drakenheim.
Can we see from here? I know it's hazy, so I don't know if we would be able to see it, or if it's not even close enough to see it on a clear day. Would we be able to see that? What was it? The square.
Oh, Slaughterstone Square?
Slaughterstone Square. Thank you. Would we be able to see that from here? Like,
right.
I'm just curious if, like, just from here, if we could see it and then see maybe evidence of this big metallic being thing.
No, you wouldn't be able to see that. The construct in question. Sorry, let me get over here, so I can pinpoint it. Do you see the clock tower that's right there that my cursor's pointing at?
I don't see your cursor, but like right.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So that's
that I'm pinpointing. Yes.
Yeah.
That you would know, having lived here, that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Go ahead and give me a history check.
History check.
This is some lore of Drakenheim.
It's going to be at least an 18. Where's my history? +2, so 20, not natural.
Oh, so dirty 20? That's
Yeah.
still, yeah. You remember, this is the clock tower that is on the eastern side of Slaughterstone Square. So right where the character's head is kind of at, that Slaughterstone Square.
Kind of blocking it. I can see, it looks like there's a gap in some buildings there, so that makes sense.
Right, that's Slaughterstone Square. Because it's bookended by another area and then the clock tower on the eastern side. You wouldn't be able to see the construct in question that Aaron had mentioned to you. You briefly remember what it is, but you don't have full details because your mother told you never to go there during an execution.